Hello everybody, and welcome back to Grandia, and thank you V for the 2 goddamn years. Can't believe it's been that long, honestly. Goop-a-doop-a-doop. I legitimately don't remember what we were doing last time, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh wait, oh, we just got done with they try to sacrifice us to the dragon, I remember. What a wacky little village. Hahaha, frogs. Forget about the frogs. Anyway, how are you guys today? I hope you're doing good today. Where are we going? Do I know? Do we know where we're supposed to go? I don't know. Fuck. fuck? Biggest mindfuck? What was it? What is it? What is... There's like a log that's burning. What are those things sticking off of it? Artists you've been following for years. Okay, okay. Go on. Sonya. Right. I feel you, I feel you. Okay. I need to talk to the chief. Where would the chief be? It's like about a few months after them starting. Okay. Cool. Long time fan. Long time listener. Eventually become a VTuber. Okay. It happens a lot. Is it V? Is that the twist? Oh, I see. Which VTuber is it? I probably know them. The year of backlogs. Oh shit. Pomu? I wouldn't expect Pomu to be an ASM artist. Oh! Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I get you. I smell what you're putting down. Alright, have you forgotten the spirit of the festival? Listen, I'm stupid, alright? I have brain rot. Alright, don't fucking come at me like that. What spirits? Do you have idea? Okay, you didn't help. You didn't help at all, actually. Yeah, I know who you're talking about because I know that person. Or I knew them. Before when they were an ASM artist. Also, you can tell where my brain went because when you were like, oh, ASM artist, another famous VTuber, I was like, I know it's not Pikami. Can't be Pomu. But those are the only two VTubers. Who else could it be? I'm gonna look up a walkthrough. I'm not even gonna fuck around with this game. Walkthrough. Don't you fuck with me. Yeah. Because he posted the little leaf and the thingy, and I was like, Pomu was like grass related, right? Shut up, Grandia. But it can't be Pomu, can it? Wouldn't make any sense. Her audio equipment was too garbo when she first started out. Where the fuck are we? Oh, we're going to the towers. Were those on the map? I didn't see them. Hold on, let me... Hey. What? Okay. Hold on. This game facts thing is not set up in a good way. I think I just got spoiled on a major character's name, but I don't really care. Okay, hold on, wait, I think I know. Oh my fucking god. Why do you hate me? Um... Format your fucking walkthroughs better, guys. Come on. Hold on, I'm almost there. Yeah. Made it. Alright. Anyway, did you guys see anything? Through the ancient texts, cut to GeoCities page. I've never been on GeoCities. I actually don't even know what GeoCities is. I've just heard it mentioned so much that I just like have a vague idea of it. I feel like when it comes to like media, I like know very specific ones and I know a lot about the specific ones, but then you'll mention something else that's like adjacent to the thing I know a lot about, and I'm like, what is that? I never heard of it. Nah, you made that up. Short sequence of the chief, you know, suggested take another walk. Yep, yep, yep. If you want, there's additional item. No. When you're ready to visit the pier, speak with Donda because we got a boat. Yahoo thing, basically a precursor to social media, like having a mini site form page. I see. I used Yahoo back in the day. Who's Donda? He's probably on the beach because I gotta get in a boat. I remember specifically, they had like games on there, and there was like a Scooby-Doo game, and there was like one part of it where like you were like going through like a mummy area, and then there's like a jump scare in it, and it scared me as a kid. Who the fuck is Donda? Are you Donda? Are you Donda? Who is Donda? It's crazy to think about what life was like before we had like social media. Or like big things like MySpace and stuff. Why is Donda? Good question. I don't know. When a mommy furry and a daddy furry love each other very much. Saw a porn of Renamon from Digimon earlier, and the guy was like, they like captioned it like, "I'm not a furry," and I was like, okay, sure. That's what they all say at first. Don't fuck on the boat ride, please. Oh, there we go. You don't draw porn of Renamon and not be a furry. We're all a little furry, honestly. We all grew up on the internet. We all grew up with Scooby-Doo Ghoul School. You're either a monster fucker, a furry, or both, and honestly, there's a lot of overlap there. I feel like we need a more specific term though, because I feel like when you use the term furry, everyone's like, oh, the ones who wear fursuits, but I feel like that's like a really small portion of furries. The calming sounds of the waves. Fuck, why do I keep doing that? Ah! Super specific, and not many people are into like the suits. Yeah, because Bakien's not into suit stuff. Or, I mean, he knows about suit stuff, but he's not like, he doesn't have one. I don't really see him ever getting one, unless somebody made him. If somebody made him a Bakien furry suit, I think he'd wear it. But that's just because it's his character. What'd I find? Speed. Speed. There is something. I don't know. Prevents damage, but so if anything does less than 10 damage, it just goes to 0. That feels like one of those things that's not really that good unless you like are in earlier areas though. D gauntlet. Like penis. Goodbye. One of those super specific Pokemon abilities. Yeah, fair. Hold on, let me check up this shit, because I don't remember. You need to be on... Oh, you are, okay. You're good. You're good. You don't have anything else to switch to. Do I have a better shield for you? No. Better armor, better hat, better jewelry. Plus for fire resistance, resistance confusion. I mean, somebody needs to be resistant someone needs to be resistant to confusion, so... Oh, that's right. I had him with the paperweight because then he wouldn't fall over when he took damage. Should I leave that on Justin? That's actually kind of good. There are definitely times when, like, it can get really annoying. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, but that gives plus 15 actions. That's good. This lowers attack. I'm gonna give her this because she does a lot of magic. Oh, don't go to fucking... Yeah, that guy. No, don't trade. Change. That ups his attack. You know, the interesting thing about Gadwin being such a high level is that I don't feel like he's, like, twice as strong as everyone else, despite being double the level. So I wonder if, like, he's actually not that good. Like, if you like grinded a bunch early game and were level 30 when you got to him, I wonder if he's actually like kind of shit by comparison. Like if they just made him level 30 because it made him look really strong. He's mainly just really strong in terms of like defense and HP, but I guess maybe that's what he's supposed to be there for. Wait, Justin? I don't remember the voices. Look! A tank from the Garlo! Oh, these fuckers again.
What would the Garlow forces be doing here? Have the Garlow forces crossed to the end of the world too? It must be a mistake.
And he's Rock Lee in his weights. That would be cool. I feel like that's something I don't ever see done. I feel like it's probably been done at least once, but like a character who wears a lot of armor, but then they take it off and they go from being like a tank to being like super speedy. That could be kind of cool. No, look. See these markings? It's got to be a Garlow Forces tank. Pokemon does it? Who does that? I feel like you're gonna tell me there's like a 50-50 chance I'm gonna be like, oh duh. It's an ability? Oh yeah. Is it like a special, like is it unique to like a specific few Pokemon or something?
Are these soldiers very troublesome? Yeah, they can be. Anyway, if there are any of them in the Twin Towers, then we'd better be careful not to let them know we're here.
I feel like we're gonna get caught immediately, but you know. Weak armor is used in a few crab type Pokemon along with handfuls. I see. The fuck is that thing? You guys see this? Damn, it's got a kind of good. Just got its titties out. And everything. Physical attack, the defense goes down, the speed goes up. Interesting. Look at the noodle arms, right? I guess we can only get in from the front and the back. Oh, I can't even get in from the back. Yeah. Cough has a new ability called Anger Shell. Once its health, half health, its defense and special defense go down, and its attack and speed go up. That's cool. Kind of similar to like the starter abilities where they get like a boost when they're hurt. I've seen speedruns of like Pokemon games, and those are like I've never thought those were useful in like casual, but like in speedruns, those abilities are fucking like crazy and like super integral to beating the game.
Pretty easy.
Nice. Hello. Fucking teleporting ass. Okay, oh boy, it's a maze. Oh boy. I love mazes. Kind of crazy specific moves, abilities. Yeah. Woo, mazes! Murkrow is the new meta? Interesting. I would not have expected Murkrow to be the meta. Or in the meta. Oh wait, I forgot to do a thing. Let me do it real quick. Okay, there we go. I was like 200 milliseconds behind. This is a curving stream. Oop, okay. That was... what the fuck? More naked ladies. Hello. Oh, that was where I came from. Duh. Wait, what? Now I'm lost. Maybe I do need to go this way. It's the prankster ability, all stat moves it does gain priority. Is that the sheep fucker 9000? It loses that on evolution paired with haze and tailwind, can set up some crazy combats, combos and doubles. Interesting. What the fuck happened there? Also, I don't see any soldiers, and it didn't seem like damn, what's his name? Cracky voice guy. What the fuck is this? Oh, no, I'm good. Mullen. It didn't seem like Mullen knew about any of this stuff. So I feel like there's some like lore stuff here about why there's Garlisle stuff here, but no Garlisle soldiers. Why can't I step over that? I could step over that. And I see. Get out of here. No, I don't want it. I don't die often enough. Medusa Dancer.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Here goes.
Also, as you may have noticed, I put Puffy down in the corner.
Oh, flame burn 'em.
The true hero of this tale. Puffy's Grandia's Kirby, basically. Ice.
Not bad, eh?
Block Charm. What the fuck does that do? Is it good? My inventory is still full. Get out of here. That's just gonna be a thing the rest of the game. It's just me constantly throwing away items I get. Bird people? I just went in a fucking circle. What is a statue thingy? Oh wait, no. I think it unlocked this. Oh, there's Garlow, guys. Okay, so they are here. Gives resistance to sudden death. Oh boy. My favorite type of abilities. I should probably take that. Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad will happen from that. I'm going to give that to Sue because she's the healer. I hate that it's going to drop her thing, but I need her not to die because I need her to be able to heal everybody. Let's go. It's over here. Nothing. Oh fuck. Don't get crushed. Kind of surprising how many
Flame burn 'em.
overworld hazards this game has. I feel like a lot of RPGs don't typically lean into that stuff.
Here goes.
I guess it makes walking around certain areas. Why do they like get on their hands and knees when they take damage?
Pretty easy.
They're like, it's like they're fucking like, please, no, anything but that. Let me go, please. I'll give you anything. Hello. We're just gonna walk up and announce that we're here because this is an RPG, and we can't. I guess it would be too easy for us to make too much sense for us to sneak in somehow. Hey, who are you? You can't come here. The Garlow forces are doing some studies here. Huh. Maybe I misinterpreted what Mullen was saying. Maybe they do know about this place. And they just didn't expect us to get over the wall. I don't know. I feel like the way he worded it and the fact that Gadwin didn't expect us to see anyone coming over the wall, it kind of felt like it implied that like they'd never seen people from the other side. He also doesn't know about Garlisle, so I don't know.
Oh, but wait, we're just,
Are you the local guides? Were you sent here to help with the Tin Tower study? Yeah. That's convenient. Thank you for saying that out loud for me to follow up on.
Yes, we're guides. Our boss told us to, guide you folks around here.
Oh, well then, we've been waiting for you. We've been having trouble finding the entrance to these ruins. Okay, let's get in there quickly. We can get into the details after we're inside. Wind Towers? Yeah, that's what they're called. I don't know, man. It was 1997. It was acceptable back then. I don't know how we did it, but we got inside without making a fuss, eh, Justin?
Shh, they'll hear you, Sue.
Come on, Slowpoke's going inside. It sure does. I think there was a thing in I feel like there's like certain movies and games that like had to get changed at the last minute because of that. I think Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man movies had something in it. I can't remember though. Look is on the wall. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Hide. It's the Confederates. It's the poster for the first Spider-Man. Ah, that's it. I bet I could look up a list. Did you know there were like songs that they weren't allowed to play the day after? That happened. Like I saw a TikTok. I don't know if I saved it. I kind of wish I did now. I don't think I did. But like it was kind of interesting. I can't remember any of them though. But like you could probably get, like if you looked at songs that were playing on the radio at the time, most of them were like, you hear the name and you go, oh yeah, probably shouldn't play that right now. I want to see if I can find a list. Let's see what was changes. I've said a Pokemon. Which one was it? In media after 9/11, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to type in actually. Okay, here we go. I found a Wikipedia page. Films. Spider-Man 2002, specifically a scene with a couple giant tentacle. Oh, that one. I never would have known that was changed because I had the VHS of that. And I think that's still in there. I definitely remember them going on a rampage through the town. Maybe they took like out one really specific scene. That was still in the VHS. I thought so. Because I had that VHS and I think that also had, that same VHS also had some of the Pokemon Island thing where they like got separated from the Pokemon. And there was like the giant mechanical Pokemon or something. I had a few VHSs, so some of them are probably getting mixed up in my head. But yeah, on the other end of things, it's crazy how many old things Pokemon used many years ago later as official stuff. Yeah, kind of cool. Okay, Spider-Man. A teaser trailer of the film was removed from circulation as it features Spider-Man capturing a helicopter filled with criminals and a web spun between the Twin Towers. A poster with the World Trade Center reflected in Spider-Man's eyes was also recalled, while the short teaser trailer of the film was also removed. The teaser trailer also removed the towers from Spider-Man's reflection eye. Sony removed any mentions of the Twin Towers and the teaser images and trailers on the website. A shot of the world. See, it's so interesting because like those were such iconic buildings for like anyone, you know, in that part of the world, that like anything that took place in that part of America, like they would always use them and stuff. The official art for the fossil expansion TCG was an Exeggutor with a giant long neck. Oh, really? That's interesting. I wonder if that was like the thing that inspired them to do that later. Zoolander. The World Trade Center was digitally deleted in the film, which was theatrically released nearly 3 weeks after. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. It is kind of cool how like long-running media franchises will pull from really old things and like make them more important later. I feel like that starts to really happen when something's old enough that like people working on it now or people who like grew up with it or were around when it first like started becoming a thing. Like I feel like the reason that like Breath of the Wild has so many crazy tiny little Easter eggs is because a lot of people working on Breath of the Wild played like the early Zelda games as kids. Flashback scene in the anime where Misty recounts her traumatic experience with the Gyarados, Mega Gyarados. Oh, interesting. I forgot about that actually. Let's see. Don't Say a Word. I don't know that one. It was theatrically released nearly 3 weeks after, and the filmmakers contemplated delaying its release but decided against it. However, they cut out and replaced shots of the towers in the edits, such as the opening shot, which shows Brooklyn instead. Men in Black 2. Originally featured the climax that included the World Trade Center, but the scene was changed to the Statue of Liberty. Fair enough. I'm going to focus on ones I know. Stuart Little 2. They just removed shots of them. Serendipity, shots containing World Trade Center was removed. Armageddon. The scene in which the World Trade Center gets hit by meteors and catches on fire was edited out of many television broadcasts of the film after the attacks. Home Alone 2. It features a scene atop the World Trade Center which was edited out on several television channels. However, as of Christmas 2018, this scene with the World Trade Center was restored. King Kong, 1976. The film involved the title character climbing the World Trade Center. Its DVD at the time reflected the scene from the original poster art. Interesting. Some filmmakers have added the World Trade Center to films and television series that are set during periods when the buildings were still standing. Interesting. Rent did this. I'm only going to focus on stuff I've seen. Madagascar Escape to Africa. Cool. Watchmen. X-Men Days of Future Past. X-Men Apocalypse. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. The episode Peter and Lois's Wedding from Family Guy. Okay. Lilo and Stitch. Oh yeah, I forgot about Lilo and Stitch. Originally they were in like an actual plane instead of the space plane thingy that Jumbo, or yeah, wait, no, not Jumbo, Cantu, yeah, Captain Cantu came in on, which is like an actual Boeing 747. I haven't seen Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, but I've heard that it's pretty good. Fox canceled scheduled airings for the films, The X-Files and Independence Day on September 14th and 16th respectively, replaced by repeated airings of 9 months and There's Something About Mary. The Peacemaker was also removed from its scheduled airing on ABC on the same day as Independence Day. Incredibles, early versions of the film featured a scene where Mr. Incredible vents his emotions on an abandoned building but ends up accidentally damaging a neighboring building as well. It was considered to be too reminiscent of the World Trade Center collapse and was replaced with a scene where Mr. Incredible and Frozone rescue trapped civilians from a burning building. Interesting. That was originally supposed to be an entirely different scene. Monsters Inc. The film originally depicted a building exploding as part of a decontamination effort against human children, but was replaced with a plasma effect. The filmmakers described the decision to alter the film in the Blu-ray Roundtable discussion bonus feature. There was a Jackie Chan film that got canceled. James Cameron planned to make a sequel to True Lies, but canceled it. We are Bear. We are, in fact, we were talking about media that was changed or canceled or altered in some way because of that. Because I think it's interesting. Also, how are you today? I hope you're good. And Monsters Inc. sequel that the concept art got leaked a few years back. Interesting. So there was going to be a sequel that wasn't Monster High University, whatever it was. Non-altered films. Okay, well, I'm glad that your tacos have helped. Can never go wrong with a good taco. I feel you. Hopefully you can get caught up without stressing out too much. Okay, non-altered films. Some films released after 9/11 kept scenes of the World Trade Center in them. Vanilla Sky, Donnie Darko. Yeah, I didn't know Donnie Darko came out in 2001. That's interesting. Because I know exactly, like I know the exact parts of that movie that would have been altered if they had been. AI, Artificial Intelligence. Spider-Man Once Upon a Time, The Superheroes. Oh, it's a documentary. Interesting. Rush Hour 2 was unaltered. Born in 2000. That's fair. That's fair. I don't remember it. I feel like a lot of people people my age will be like, I remember exactly what I was doing that day. I don't remember at all. I wasn't paying attention. I probably went home early from school and I didn't think twice about it. I probably went home, watched Pokemon on VHS, played Zelda. That is true and interesting. So you know what? Synopsis of the sequel is that one day Mike and Sully would visit Boo only to find that she's moved out and some random old lady is there now. They then journey to try to find her new place, and that's about what's known about it. Interesting. It sounds like a more interesting movie than Monster University. There's a whole list of people who were and weren't impacted. Yeah, that's true. I feel like anyone who was an adult living in America, like most teenagers and every adult living in America was probably impacted by it in some like emotional way. I feel like it'd be hard not to be, you know. But as a 5-year-old, I didn't care. I didn't know what it was. This is it. This is gonna be like a 30-minute section of the stream. Strap in. I'm reading this entire fucking Wikipedia article. Television, yada yada. I don't care. I don't want to know about the coverage. I want to know about shows. Tape the footage that aired on Australian TV about it. Really? I kind of forget sometimes that like it was airing in other places, because like I feel like I've heard people from other countries who are like old enough to be fully conscious saying that even they were like freaked out. She was 11. She taped it. She thought to tape it at 11. That's kind of interesting. I don't feel like most 11-year-olds would go, oh shit, this is crazy, let me tape this. It was stupid early. Yeah, it would have been like really early for you guys, wouldn't it? It's crazy though, because I always forget, because I always think of it as like only Americans would really care. But then you think about it, it's like man, like yeah, it makes sense that a lot of people would have been like, whoa, what the fuck? That's a big deal. Like what the fuck? Especially like I could see a lot of Canadians being really like. They're right next to us. It was a global news story. Yeah. It makes sense. I just forget that it was. Because, yeah, we are. It is interesting, like, how much, like, other countries know about our shit, and we don't air any of their shit for some reason. I want to know what wacky things are going on in Australia. I learned that there's, like, a plant in Australia. News back then was kind of a bigger deal because the internet. That's very true. I feel like that's not even that weird of a take. Most people just didn't know how to use the internet, so I feel like you kind of had to rely on the news. I don't remember that time because by the time I started using the internet really young, so. And there's a new type of cheap flexible solar panels that were invented in Australia. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like back when people were like, oh shit, something happened, we gotta talk about this for the next week. Yeah, that's true. I think also I think 2015. Yeah, I guess it depends on who you talk to, because I like generally probably, yeah, but I always found out most of my news from the internet because I grew up on it. Did not way too much time on the internet in my life, but it's too late now. We're not turning around. Anyway, I think part of why it burns out a lot faster is because I think you get so much more news. Like there'll be like a big tragedy. Yeah, that's fair. You'll get like a big tragedy, and then it'll be trending, and right under it will be like some celebrity breakup or something. So I feel like it kind of does this weird thing where it like lumps a lot of things in together, that don't really deserve to be together. And I think it kind of makes a lot of things like be forgotten a lot quicker, because sort of every big thing happening, or everything that Twitter and other similar sites consider to be worth talking about, are like lumped into a big pile. It is interesting. I agree. Yeah, Johnny Depp trial. Yeah, that's all I saw for like days. The one thing that just straight up broke Twitter in recent years was Steve getting announced from Smash Bros. He deserves it. Man's put in some work. This part's not super interesting. Hold on, SpongeBob. The SpongeBob SquarePants episode Just One Bite originally featured a scene in which Squidward Tentacles attempts to get to the Patty Vault by bypassing the Krusty Krab security system, which consists of a bucket of gas and a match that eventually burns him. Despite this scene being removed after the episode's initial broadcast in October 5th, 2001, it remains distributed internally among the fan base. The episode re-aired in 2002 with the original scene replaced with a zoom in towards the Patty Vault in the back of the Krusty Krab. This change was initially thought to have been made either out of respect or to prevent children from attempting to use and or ignite gas. However, in 2018, Vincent Waller confirmed on Twitter that it was ultimately due to Nickelodeon, the show's network being against the idea of a gag involving a match and gasoline. That's the truth. That Squidward's suicide was a cover-up for this. This was the real inside shit. There was a kid who saw a similar thing on Beavis and Butthead, set his house and oh my god, goddamn. Oh really? So it wasn't even based on oh god, holy shit. Well, there you go, two sides to every story, I guess. This feels like I feel like similar stuff happened when Doki Doki Literature Club came out. Like I feel like there was a lot of sensationalized stuff about it, but like most of it you would like, as someone who played it, I would like read what people were saying and I'd go, that's not even true. Slender Man was another one. Yeah, like people would make up stuff and it wasn't even accurate to anything that was going on within like that actual media. Reminds me of the Peppa Pig episode that's banned in Oz because it teaches kids not to fear spiders. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Kind of reason there's an episode of SpongeBob about being quarantined in the Krusty Krab set to air during the pandemic like a month in, and they shelved it for a year and a half. Fair enough. I can see that. But how did we all collectively forget about the clown? Oh, oh my god, you're right, the clown thing. There were just like tons of videos of clowns going around at night being creepy. I would, you know what? If I were more of a conspiracy person, I would believe that was just like a big ad campaign to get people scared of clowns for it. But I feel like it was too. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was too successful to be a marketing campaign. I think if it was a marketing campaign, it would have been a lot more in your face, and it wouldn't have been as interesting. Anyway, there you go. And I'm mad that not a single one of those videos had a guy holding a Faygo bottle. Dressed as a clown to scare people in America. Yeah, that was my thing. That was what a lot of people were saying, was like at first it was like, that's creepy, and then a lot of people started being like, this seems like a good way to like get yourself hurt. Like you're gonna go up to someone and they're gonna like beat the shit out of you or stab you or shoot you or something, which is a fair point, honestly. I'm gonna start playing the game again for a minute at least, and then we'll go back to the thing. The video just spawned. Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird, and there was a lot of them too. There's also that one dude that like blew up for a sec, like the guy that wore a TV on his head. I'm just advancing the game so we can like do something. We'll still talk about this. I think it's interesting. And he like would leave like old TVs on people's front porches. Women trouble. The TV head guy. Yeah, that guy. Oh, women. Ow. Yeah, and that just happened, and like it happened twice. There were two separate years he did that, and like nobody knows who did it or like why he did it. And it just, that was it. It just happened 2 different times, like a year apart. I think it was more like 2 years apart, but I don't remember exactly. We need more Fresno Nightcrawler sightings. It was someone leaving watermelons? Yeah. I kind of would... So like, because with the TV thing, like, because the cops couldn't like figure out who did it and there wasn't anything like malicious about it, like the TVs weren't like, you know, secretly bombs or something. Maybe he wanted to play Melee. Maybe. I wish he'd left one for me. I sometimes kind of regret not having a CRT, but then every time I think about it, I'm like, I don't really feel like going out and buying a CRT right now. I don't need it, and I would have to get like a really specific setup to like play on my CRT and it still like go through to stream, and it would be annoying. And I don't really have enough room in my room for that, honestly. But it's like something I'll do at some point. Yeah, the space is an issue because like I was thinking about it and I like almost ordered one because I was like really thinking about it, but I would have to order one that's like I'd have to order one. I'd have to get like a really small one that like I could like a 12-inch CRT or some shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's another woman and a guy who looks like a woman. Get a pink Barbie one? You're so right. I should. Or SpongeBob. Actually, there was a SpongeBob one on there that was like a smaller one. If I remember right. Pretty man. Shrek CRT. Hell yeah. I know there was one... I know Jet's... Like, I think she ended up getting the CRT if I remember right. But I know she was talking about wanting to get that. And, part of the thing is it makes old games and stuff look better on modern screens. I probably should. I have a thing that, like, does turn it into, like, 1080 720, but it stretches the screen out slightly. So it looks a little weird. I was using it for a long time, but I've kind of gotten to a point where, like, I feel like I'd rather emulate it than play it through, like, that, because it'll look better. Like, I don't really mind as much if I'm playing by myself, because I'm not really, like, someone who's, like, gonna be too sad about graphics, but it is a little annoying that, like, I would probably have to buy a different and, like, specific thing to make sure it didn't, like, stretch it or anything, and that it actually went through in, like, 4:3 and it displayed that way. No, you don't get the Spirit Stone, fuck you. Oh shit. He tricked me. But yeah, I know I'm pretty sure she got one, and she was talking about doing streams where like she would like stream, or what I don't know, maybe I made this part up because I thought it'd be cool. Anyway, doing streams of old games, but like I have my webcam like pointed at the screen so you can actually see like the scan lines and everything. Could be kind of cool. But again, it seems like it would be like it would require like a pretty specific setup, and I don't know if I have room for it. Like I can't even think of like how I would manage to make that work. God damn. Okay, Justin's one thing, but Gadwin in one hit? That's pretty impressive. All right. No way, Jose. I kind of want to know. I kind of curious what that says in the Japanese version. Even if you kill me on your feet already. Well, yeah, Justin is holding the paperweight. It's so true. Are we actually gonna fight, or is it? Yeah. Oh shit, the Spirit Stone. Whoa. Whoa! Wait, are we gonna leave? Never mind. I don't know what's happening. Big shiny tiki. Oh, yeah, we did leave them behind. Rip. Cadwin's just fucking dead. Uh-oh. Cool. I hear water, Justin? Good thing I landed on this conveniently person-sized piece of stone. No, we activated the Temple of Time. He's going to steal our stones. No. You know, because I did that one subathon. Oh, weird. Don't do anything weird, Mullen. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there now. Oh, she hurt her leg. Oh no. He's gonna do something weird. Don't come near me. You're the one who made my sister do those horrible things to Luke Village. I don't like that face you got, Mullen. You're right, and I apologize. Suddenly, now that I'm like doing the voice for him, I forgot how like unintimidating he is when I'm actually voicing him. Looks like you've sprained your ankle. Nothing wrong with the bones. If you take it easy, it should get better. Just sit still and rest it for a while. For those who weren't here for that stream, the reason nothing wrong with the bone. I'm just, for some reason I imagined him like she had a bone sticking out, and I imagined him being like, nothing wrong with the bone, and he like leans down and just like sucks out the bone marrow. I don't know why that was the thing that came to my head. I wasn't gonna say it, but now that you're pointing out that weird sentence, I feel like I may as well. Are your feet alright, ma'am? Tips Fedora. Let me sniff them for you to make sure they're okay. I have a weird phobia of bone marrow. Interesting. Do you know where it like comes from, or is it just like a thing? Like, okay, okay. Huh. That sounds really specific. Like bone marrow specifically, and not like bone related injuries. It's so specific, yeah. Just marrow, huh? Like, huh. That's interesting. I'm gonna look up, I'm not gonna put it on the screen. It's normal to fear seeing your insides be out. That is, yeah. I guess that's kind of fair. I feel like I've probably talked about stuff like this. I'm like looking up bone marrow, a picture of bone marrow, and trying to go on another tangent. And I'm gonna try to advance the game and actually read some of it. Because I've seen him in like history. Yeah. Wait, is this place? It is. Yeah, that's why we were talking about all that. That's how we got on that subject earlier. Because this game came out in '97. It was okay then. Although I'm genuinely a little surprised. I would say I'm surprised that they didn't change it. But I can tell that they really, I'm gonna be honest, I like this game. It's like a 7 out of 10. That's where I tried to take it at first, but let's be honest, we all know where our minds went at first. What was I saying? Oh, you can kind of tell that they didn't really put a lot of effort into this remaster. Yeah, the Confederate flags. This game has an agenda to push, and I don't know if I like it. No more knifing. I've read The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I read The Hobbit 3 times, and I couldn't think of any either. Man, holy fuck, though. Like, the twin... wait, is it actually called the... Is it called the two... Now I'm confused. Is it called the Two Towers? I feel like it's the Two Towers. The Two Towers. Yeah, okay. I thought so, but I was, like, confusing myself. Anyway, that book ends with Frodo seemingly dead like he gets fucking basically killed by the spider lady. I don't know if the movie like is more open about what's gonna happen to Frodo. Like the way the book ends, it's like Frodo's dead and now Sam has to carry the ring to the volcano by himself. And I think he's like carrying Frodo's body or something with him. And that's like how it ends. And like I knew obviously going in, like I've never seen the movies, but I knew the story of Lord of the Rings when I read those. And I got to the end of the second book and that was how it ended. And I was like, God damn. Holy shit. What the fuck? That's just like, imagine, because like originally Lord of the Rings was supposed to be one big book, but it got separated into three, obviously. We had Hobbit and half a Fellowship. Maybe hot take. The Fellowship is by far the most boring Lord of the Rings book. I don't like the Hobbit movies, so you know what, that is a hot take, Night Fan. Okay, my take on Lord of the Rings is it starts off really slow, and then it gets good. So like if we were to break Lord of the Rings into like 4 parts, it's like you have the beginning, and then you have like the journey when it's just the 4 hobbits journeying, and I like that part personally, when it's just the four bros just on their little adventure, because I think they go to a lot of little wacky places before like it, you know. And then but then once they get to like the council and then they begin on their adventure, it's so fucking slow paced. And like there's the Mines of Moria, but there's so much just like walking and being like, what do you think? Which way should we go? Well, we can't go that way because 14 paragraphs of dialogue explaining the history of this place. Well, what about that way? Where they 14 paragraphs of dialogue explaining the history of this place. No, we should go this third way where 48 paragraphs is describing this other place. First one's pretty good and the second one takes way too long. The third one was not great but had some cool scenes. I have beef with the third Hobbit movie because I've never seen any. I've never seen them, but I've heard that the third Hobbit movie is entirely the battle of the 3 armies. The 3 armies? I don't remember. It's been a while. The big battle at the end of The Hobbit, and I'm mad that it's in its own entire movie because it's a pretty small section of the book. You get most of the stuff about the battle as like, hey Frodo, you got hit in the head and passed out. Anyway, here's what happened. Because the whole thing is that it's Frodo's journal. Like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are like written like they're either things that Frodo and Bilbo saw themselves or like were told by trustworthy sources. Later on, The Hobbit especially really leans into that, and the reason you don't really get much about the battle is because Frodo either wasn't paying attention or was unconscious for basically the whole thing, and it annoys the hell out of me that like they turned like a really small. I wish I was a hobbit too. I would love to smoke my pipe and live in a hole in the ground. I have big freakish feet that are hairy enough, I guess. I could pass. Anyway, it just annoys me that the third movie was like a very small section of the book. Yeah, I just think it's fucked up. Imagine the fairy. If I had to with huge feet, my feet are the same size of my body. It's like that one Kirby image where you just got like the big realistic feet. Anyway, who could have guessed that the Icarians had wings, and there's a sun. Whoa. Why did you have to... Okay, hold on. Can we look at this line? As one would expect from Fina, New Parm's greatest female adventurer. Why did you have to put it like that? Who's the greatest male adventurer then? Is that what you're trying to say? That she's second best? or something. Like, why'd you word it that way? I don't want to be like, you know, Milady White Knight about this, but it's just kind of, it's a weird thing to say. What was that camera zoom? That actually like scared me. I was confused what was happening. Oh, she's on the most wanted list. What the fuck? Actual size item. I never skip leg day. I never skip feet day. God, imagine like, is that even a thing? Can you even like do exercises that only work out your feet? I guess the only way I could think would be like playing people who like learn to play the piano with their toes or something. Which is a very interesting thing to think about because like with them Sora shoes, hell yeah, dude. Like someone who can play piano, like even like if they can play piano even as well as I can, and I can play like 3 songs barely, then like they would have some really dexterous like control over their toes, and that's really interesting to think about because like most people don't have that with their toes. Like the best you really get is like people like I can pick up stuff with my toes because like I just have done that since I was a kid. Like I don't know, sometimes I would rather just like pick something up with my feet instead of bending down to get it if I can. But anyway, but like I don't know, that's weird. Like it's just a weird thought. I don't know why it's interesting to me, but like I don't feel like it would benefit you in like normal everyday life. But like it's interesting that is a thing that you could technically do, is like train your toes to have more like dexterity and control over like the individual toes. Use your own muscle movements to control on your feet. Yeah, maybe. Like a power glove, but a sock. Yeah. Like those sandals or like whatever, like wet shoes that have like the individual toes for them, which I hate. I don't know why, they just bug the hell out of me. We're gonna actually get to play as him, or? Oh my fucking god. Oh, whoa, watch the hands, buddy, watch the hands. I feel like he's trying to NTR our girlfriend. I don't like this. Wait. We can NTR his girlfriend. It's fine. Double NTR, everybody wins. What the fuck are those things? Jesus Christ. We just got big spiky toads. Okay. I like how the music here is just like one note. Oh no, that doesn't. Well, it was a chord. You know what I mean. It's just a chord with a phaser on it. Simple but effective. Mullen trying to be careful, my lady. These ruins are unstable. Single pebble falls 10 feet away. If you've seen One Punch Man, I can imagine there's a guy named Flashy Flash who kind of resembles Mullen. I can just imagine like Mullen like wave dashing over to like a pebble falling like 10 feet away, and like he cuts it into like a million pieces and like says, "Don't worry, I'll protect you." Anyway, let's go back to that list. Music and radio. A cloud of dust flies right into his face. Program directors from radio stations throughout the United States retooled their playlists in response to the attacks. Common changes included the heavy rotation of songs such as God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood and Whitney Houston's rendition of the Star Spangled Banner from Super Bowl, what is X in Roman? 100 or 50? No, I don't know. Wait, 10? Wait. Doesn't sound right. Heck, is it 10? 25? Super Bowl 25? I thought we were on like... Yeah, okay, I thought it was 10, but aren't we on like the 50-something Super Bowl? What? I don't know. I don't watch football. I thought we were like a good 50-something Super Bowls in. Super Bowl 2023. LVII. Yeah, isn't L 50? Wouldn't that be like 57? Was Whitney Houston performing at Super Bowls? Wait, I guess it's only I guess that makes sense actually. I don't know why I thought that was so weird. Because that would be 32 years ago. So that's actually not that weird. I don't know why. It just for some reason in my brain it felt like a lot longer. I'm pretty sure my brain is just like trapped in 2011. Sometimes I'll hear stuff. It'll be like, right, if you go, oh, 1998, I'll be like, okay, yeah. But if you go like, oh, 24 years ago, I'm like, what? No, it wasn't. That wasn't 24 years ago. I don't know why. Meanwhile, songs such as U2's Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and Dave Matthews Band's Crash Into Me were excluded from playlists. Additionally, Clear Channel, now known as iHeartMedia, came under scrutiny for distributing a list of 150 potentially sensitive songs that were not recommended for broadcast immediately after the attacks. Also, I didn't know that football used to have soft helmets. I don't know why they would think that was a good idea. Christian rap metal band POD. They're a rap band or a Christian. What am I talking about? Of course, I didn't know they were a Christian band. I only know the one song by them. We are the youth of the nation. That's POD, right? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Released their album Satellite on September 11, 2001, spurring success. The album and its lead single Live, which was seen as having a positive message in the aftermath of the attacks. Other bands associated with genres such as nu metal and rap metal experienced a downturn in sales due to these attacks. These genres continued to decline in popularity. Was that really? Because I don't really feel like that was anything to do with that, though. I feel like that was its own separate thing. Probably. I don't know. According to Arrogant Worms band member Trevor Strong, who the fuck are Arrogant Worms? The song Worst Seat on the Plane was never performed live due to Idiot Road, the album it was featured on being released on September 18, 2001. Not trying to find the... Yeah, I saw that. That was cool. There's also... Oh, there's a thing I need to find there. I think there's a video about like where the oof sound in Roblox comes from. I forgot to like go look that up. And going through... Oh, really? Okay, I need to watch that then. That'll be interesting. Hold on. Shut up, Grandia. I can't wait to have like a 6-hour stream where we get like 2 hours of actual like game done. The oof sound comes from an older CG movie. Okay, I still want to watch the full thing though. First of all, Roblox oof. Oh no, yeah, there it is. H Bomber guy. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on Bomber. I don't know why, honestly. I don't really have any reason. He's just always kind of one of those people. But like, I don't know. Anyway, place the oof sound like... Oh, did it? Huh. What did they replace it with? That's wacky. Did they replace it for a reason, or did they just do it for the hell of it? What was the other thing I was gonna look up? Oh, I'm gonna go, yeah, the defunct land. Fuck, I can't type. Bam. It's not coming up. I might have to like look through his actual channel for it. Yeah, I'll do that later. And it was because the guy who made the movie originally changed the rights. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. Just on Jin Hinton, yeah. I just started watching Defunct Land after that. Anyone who hasn't, I'll actually paste it. It's like an hour and a half, but or something. But I don't remember how long it is actually. It might not be that long. But it's really interesting. Like, because like it's like, yeah, an hour and a half long. It's about, okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's about like trying to figure out who, because like the guy who made the Disney Channel theme, the bum 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 bum, isn't like openly credited in any way. So he like went on a big search for that guy. It's pretty wild. It's worth looking into. It's an interesting thing also about like how easy it is to like not think about like crediting, like how a lot of people who make small little things like that don't get credited and they just kind of fade away. I hope this thing doesn't fucking kill me. And like most people just like if that Defunct Land video hadn't been made, there probably would have been like 10 people out there who knew who made that. And they're all people that were working for Disney back like 20 years ago. So like it's only a matter of time before they all like, you know, got old and died, and it just would have gotten more and more forgotten. Like the only reason anyone's gonna know who made that now is because of that video. And like the amount of hoops he had to jump through to find it, it's nuts. I don't know. It's interesting to think about, especially as like somebody who like does music just like as a hobby. It's crazy to think that like you know, if that had been me and I just like made this random thing, 4 notes, here we go. Like I don't know, it's wacky. Always wanting to do more while worrying about how much time I had left. Yeah, that's why Walt Disney froze himself. He'll be back eventually. Why they made the movie Frozen? What's that term that people use when they like? There's like some term conspiracy people use for like how they'll make movies and stuff about. Oh, that's there you go. That's why they're trying to cover it up. There's like some word or phrase for like this idea that like they'll put stuff in like movies and shows. Oh, what a fucking dick move. They had 4 dudes stacked right on top of each other and then they like separated. No, it's not subliminal messaging. It's they put it in there to like make you more, so the idea doesn't seem as crazy, so when something actually happens, like it isn't as shocking and it's easier to like get you to go along with it.
What a cinch.
But I guess it is kind of a type of subliminal messaging, but it's not quite that. It's like a term, specifically term for it. Yeah, basically, yeah. Hey, it's Lean. Dr. Robotnik's Lean Green Bean Machine. Beans! Wow, you're fucking useless. Bean. Kill Justin. I'm gonna just leave this to you. Anyway, you know what? A good time to be looking through this list would be during fights because it just plays itself. I should probably heal him. Oh no, he might die. When was the last time I saved? Uh-oh. Holy shit, Justin, kill it, please. Uh-oh. Oh god, Justin, please. For the love of God. Heal yourself. Ow. Combo. Anyway.
All right, we won.
American alternative rock band Jimmy Eat World voluntarily changed the name of their album Bleed American, which was released on July 18th, 2001, out of concern that the title may be misinterpreted. It was re-released as the eponymous Jimmy Eat World, and its title track was renamed to Salt, Sweat, Sugar. 2008, a deluxe album, or deluxe version of the album was released, reverting both the album and the song to their original Bleed American title. Yeah, I've heard that song, and I've heard it as Bleed American, so it's interesting. Okay, bitch. It's not like it's just saved your life or anything. Okay, okay, okay. Alright.
What is this? You were just crying for me to save you from the frogs, and now this?
Just be quiet. It's my duty to get that spirit stone from you. My duty must come first.
It was no big deal. But we'd better get out of here fast or the frogs might come back.
There they are. Holy fucking... Somebody copy pasted all these goddamn frogs in here. This... Somebody spent an afternoon working on this, and they had to, like, copy paste this frog like 100 times into this scene.
Egad!
Why does he occasionally just use like really weird words like that? I feel like the translator's idea of the way Justin talks and my idea of the way he talks are like completely different. Except like my voice is like a jokey version of like protagonist, because he just kind of sounds like some protag kid. So I don't know. But like they like occasionally he like calls people fool. I don't know. Like weird. He weirdly uses like old-timey sounding words occasionally, or like really formal words. All right. Anyway, fucking run. Also, it's weird that there's so many fucking frogs in here, because there's like a bunch of snake imagery on the ground. I feel like that's kind of ironic. This bitch really... Take it. Justin, why? Why are you giving up your most precious... Why do you mean why? You were just literally holding a fucking sword to me, and you're upset that I gave it to you?
Just take it, okay? Now I suggest we stick together for a while. At least until we find a way out of this tower.
Frogs and snakes are linked in some cultures, I think. Maybe. I mean, it makes sense that they're linked. It just feels weird that, like, there's no snakes in here, aside from the imagery. Also, they use that, they just had one scream sound effect for each of them, they used them twice. Goofy yell. I prefer to call it the goofy holler. Thank you.
Hey, Lean, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Oh, that's kind of cool that they gave her like a unique sprite thingy for like her hair being wet. I just choked down some water. I feel a little funny.
Oh. Ooh, don't scare me like that. You'll be okay. Just a little water.
Now she's not evil anymore. I feel like that her accidentally drinking that water is gonna have some weird effect.
I was wondering how we'd escape after being surrounded by those frogs. We're lucky that the bridge broke.
Hehe.
What are you giggling about, Lane?
It's just that, Justin, we just fell a long way from that bridge and you say we're lucky? Hehe. Isn't that a little weird? Oh my god.
Guys, I think she's...
Hi. Actually, if it's frog water, I feel like that's pretty... Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What, you think we fell a long way? Ha! After falling from the top of the end of the world, this is nothing.
Only you would think like that. Me, I was scared out of my wits.
Oh, you were you? I'm an adventurer. I'm never afraid.
This is not Justin. Justin, this is not the time to try to throw your riz around, all right?
Yeah, I wasn't scared. I'm pretty cool and strong and stuff. So you know.
Cuts a pebble into 60 billion pieces.
No problem.
I feel like we're getting some parallels between Mullen and Justin that I don't like. Well, no one has fallen from as many places as you have. It's what makes you a great adventurer.
Hey, I didn't say I'm a great adventurer because I fall from places. Anyway, before we leave,
When you walk away. I can't believe you missed a good one. Fucking. I didn't even think about it until just now. They even fell into water and everything. Kingdom Hearts again.
anyway, before we leave, we should try to draw out these clothes. Come on, Lean, help me find something to burn.
Goofy All is canon in Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah. I'm glad you were on top of your game, I think. Alright. This is kind of wacky. It's a statue of an Icarian. Why such a huge statue? I mean, I don't know, because statues are big. Big statues are cool. I don't know, man. I never saw a female Icarian statue before. Those blue wings make her look like an angel with 4 arms. I think she does have 4 arms. That's definitely like a hand right there. Hee Justin. What? Mullen's a jerk. Hee. Yeah. About what? I feel like this is gonna. I feel like this is one of those weird bits from like rom-com, where like the couples get like some like Midsummer Night's Dream inspired episode where the couples get switched and they have to like hang out with each other for a day. I don't know. It's giving me that kind of vibe. Also, Midsummer Night's Dream is a really good play, and I like it. It's my favorite Shakespeare play, and it's not just because it has fairies in it. I promise. Even though that is like half of it. All I'm saying is I wanna be, if I ever were to be in a production of Midsummer Night's Dream, I want to be bottom. In the ancient Angelou civilization, 4-armed female statues were. I was gonna explain earlier for anyone that doesn't know why I give him this stupid voice. It's because, and like the first time we saw him, he had a voice acted line and his voice cracked. Like it sounded like he hadn't drank enough water before reading. I thought it was funny. What happened to your voice? It's normal now.
Verily, I say verily, I say the fall might have had an effect upon my linguistics.
You know what, that's good. I'm gonna do that for the entire, like up until they reunite. He's gonna have like a cool guy voice, and he's just gonna suddenly go back.
In the ancient Angelou civilization, 4-armed female statues were often used to depict Icarians. The old myths and legends say that the spirits and the Icarians were able to understand each other. They even say,
can't wait for him to get clotheslined by a branch on his way out of the temple.
They even say that the spirit's energy was what fueled the prosperity of the ancient Angelou civilization. But the spirit energy was somehow lost, and today the Angelonians, that's a stupid name, but I guess it kind of makes sense, survive only in myths and legends. Now the spirits have turned their backs on mankind and no longer help us. Crash.
No. And why is that?
Certain mistakes were made. Anyway, we're talking when we should be walking. We still got some distance to cover. Let's go. I feel like he's calling me out for stopping the game to talk about
Other dumb things. Oh shit. We were so close and we didn't see each other. What a wacky coinky dink. I don't remember anything about it, but there was I just remembered one point where I considered like trying to set up something in my first D&D campaign I ran with my current group, wherein something like this would happen, where they would fall into like an underground area with like a bunch of water, and they would get separated. But I never did it because I think I couldn't figure out where to put it in, and I didn't really have enough ideas for it or how it would fit in with everything. I just had like a vague idea of it that I thought maybe I would use, but never had like a use for it. Anyway, Justin, that was pretty cool the way you got a fire going without even any matches. She scoots like 2 inches closer.
What do you expect? I'm an adventurer. Fina's even better at that than I am.
Fina? Well, that's good. So Fina's become a true adventurer.
Hey, you're smiling again. I'm not complaining. I'd much rather see you smiling. You got such a pretty smile, too.
Huh? Justin, what did you just say?
I mean, whenever I've seen you, you've always given us such a menacing look. Now when I see you smiling, I can tell you're pretty normal after all.
I'm sorry,
Just what? Come on, tell me.
I feel happy for once after hearing you speak of me that way. Hee fire cool. Her eyes dilate with a reflection of the flame. Justin has to like keep grabbing her hand to stop her from touching it. I've been to like, when I was in college, I only went to like, I think I went to 2 parties. And the first one I went to, I went with my girlfriend at the time, and she was really wasted on the couch, and I was sitting next to her, and then the police showed up, and they like basically came in and were like, you kids better get out of here. And like everyone, there were like 10 people left like 30 minutes later. Anyway, I was sitting on the couch. He was like standing like a foot from me. Like I could have like put my foot out and like touched him with it. And I was just kind of sitting there like, cool. Great first party. Totally sober. Anyway. So that was fun. That was something that happened to me. I'm not quite sure what to say at a time like this.
I wonder, are all military people like you? Which reminds me, Lean, can I ask you something?
Sure, what is it, Justin?
What are the Garla voices? Forces want the Spirit Stone so badly.
It's a military secret. I'm sorry, Justin. I can't tell even you about that.
So apologetic. At least I'm not asking for my Spirit Stone back. Can't help it having to keep secrets. You belong to the Garlisle forces.
Our clothes are dry now. Time to go, Justin.
What? But my stuff's still wet. Oh, never mind. Gotta go find Fina, Sue, and the others.
It's interesting that it's an interesting touch that they had him put out the fire, because that makes sense. But I'd also argue that this probably isn't a place where it really matters, because we're surrounded by water. I feel like it'd be fine. In fact, I'm surprised that he was able to light a fire at all. This is the lowest level in the Twin Towers. Mio's report said that the exit is at the highest level.
The highest level? That's the top of the towers. We better get going.
Only you can prevent forest fires. I mean, it's good to know that Justin instinctively puts out his fires, but it's just interesting. I feel like this is like the one place that it probably doesn't really matter. Is this supposed to be ice, or is it like... It's probably not ice, because they didn't complain about being cold. It's probably just some weird, like, crystalline stuff. Oh, we got some more eye imagery over here. We got a bee thing? Salt? Oh, maybe, I don't know. I'm not book smart. Do frogs not like salt?
Wow, that's huge. It's gotta be the biggest statue I've ever seen. It's an Icarian statue, a relic from the Angelo civilization. Look, that's weird. It's got 4 arms. I've seen Icarian statues before, but they were always kind of abstract. One looks a lot like a human. Real Icarians weren't this big, were they? This big one is like some kind of monster, eh, Lean? I suppose so. Well, let's hurry out of here, Justin. Huh? Alright. Frogs don't like salt because it can dry them out and kills their eggs, but some toads don't really care. I see. Makes sense. Doobie-doobie-doo, doobie-doobie-doo. Oh, can I not go over here? Oh. Wow! Murals! Look at the murals, Lean! Muriel! I wonder, these murals of the Icarians? These murals, why do they draw such sad-looking scenes? Just too weird. I mean, the Angelo civilization was a wonderful and awesome world, right? Justin, do you really think that a past civilization could have been so wonderful? Huh? What do you mean? If it was such a great civilization, then it wouldn't have perished, don't you think, Justin? Was Rome really all that cool? Take it in, seize a Corviknight. That's it, I'm getting mallet. Nice. Eustace was funny. Also, why do you suppose they built that huge wall at the end of the world, dividing the continent in two? Perhaps the world of the Icarians and the Spirit Stones was really awful. Maybe it's not a world that we would want to live in. Don't imagine such awful things. Why would your forces be interested in an awful world? Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to ask. I promised. I'm so sorry. I was... Hey, no problem. Don't worry about it. Let's go, Lean. Why are there... I like that there's spikes sticking out of the ground, but they're like as tall, almost as tall as Justin, so they kind of are just there and don't do anything. Like, I guess I could see it in like a practical sense if it was something where like they would like, I don't know, throw prisoners on them or something, but fuck, we missed each other again. It's wacky.
A huge painting.
Voice acting, whoa.
I wonder. It's such a sad painting.
This is a mural of the fall of ancient Angelo.
That's what he actually sounds like, by the way.
Is that an Icarian?
In fact, that was the greatest era of the ancient Angelo civilization.
Icarian.
Only Icarians can use the Spirit Stone.
He still kind of has that like.
That was the law of nature.
He's still doing it.
Icarians
Okay.
forgot this and tried to create prosperity with their own hands. They began to reach for things they shouldn't touch.
Uh-huh. Like
As
boobs.
a result, just as they reached the height of prosperity, they vanished. The Icarians, too.
You? Why do you know that?
I'm smart.
My mother told me. Yes, my mother was a humanoid. Among the humanoids, hers was a very natural and gentle race. My father, General Ball, married my mother.
My mother was a
to obtain
humanoid
secrets of the
is a
Angelo
sentence
civilization.
that this man has said.
Mullen.
I love this land that my mother loved. There must be something wrong with me too.
Oh, you know what? You're so
Telling this
right. I
story
could
to
see him in one of
a
those.
complete stranger.
I want to look
It must be because of your eyes.
up where he
I
came
feel like I'm
from.
talking to Lean. You look a lot like her.
I like what he's done.
Come, let's go. The exit is at the top of the tower.
I still can't get over that. Fucking. My mother was a humanoid. Oh my god. What a fucking sentence. You think he like his first take of that he like was bad because he like laughed?
Let's see, Grandia, I guess. Did I feel like I looked up a couple voice actors already to see where they went. Oh shit, that's important. Cast. All cast and crew. Here we go. Angela Anderson did Fina, Lily, etc. Tim Bosley. Hold on. No picture. The only thing that he's done as far as IMDb is concerned is Mullen in Grandia. Interesting. I really feel like a lot of these the voice actors were probably people that were already around the office. World wasn't ready for him. So true. I hope he's doing all right. I wonder if any of these like did anything. Hold on. We're gonna derail the fucking game again for like 5 minutes. Sharon Coleman voiced Milda, I don't know who that is, and Liete. And she was in another game called My Street, which doesn't have anything about it on IMDb except for the cast. So I'll look it up on Wikipedia, yes. My Street. Video game. Yeah. It's a PlayStation 2 game. It's a party game. 7 mini games has similar gameplay to other party games such as Mario Party. It looks fucking awful. Here, I'll pull up the box art for you guys. I'll just do this. Bam. This is what the game looked like. My street in the middle of the house. Oh, sorry, I clicked back over to look at here. This is it. It looks like absolute garbage. Anyway. Oop. All right, back to you guys. That sure is a street. That sure is a shovelware game. Let's see. Blaney R. Eichmann voiced Sue, was in 2 shorts, one called The Waiting Room and one called Perfect. The Waiting Room actually has like a picture for it, so there might be something about it. A quirky waiting room in a doctor's office on Christmas Eve. The medical staff is ignoring 5 anxious patients who are shifting in their chairs in irritation. A series of people skip ahead in line. The doctor's friend and actress, a mother with a child, this intensifies into anger until the waiting patients are thrown into an attacking rage. The walls seem like they are pressing in. Who's the victim? That didn't tell me shit, but I guess it's a short, so whatever. Anyway, and then Angela Anderson, who voiced Fina, is not in anything else. So a lot of these people probably weren't voice actors in any regard, and had no interest in like pursuing other things. And they were probably just people already around the office. Let's go touch whatever this shiny thing is. Justin, what's that light coming from?
This is a gizmo of the Angelonian civilization. You can use it to talk to the Icarians.
I guess that's how it's pronounced. Why is she crying?
Welcome, he who holds the spirit stone.
He. I don't hold it anymore.
Who is guided by the light of the spirit
She got flashbang.
stone
That's fair,
and
actually.
rules of the Icarians.
It's me, Liete. Me, Justin. I've made it this far.
Yes, I can feel you very clearly. You have come very close. From where you are,
Phrasing,
event
lady.
is practically right before your eyes.
Liete,
What the fuck?
show yourself.
There's just like a fairy lady just dancing up there.
Go east, Justin. You, the one who searches for answers.
Photosensitivity warning,
Liete!
because it might do some shit in a sec. It was already kind of doing some shit, but okay, now I think we're probably fine. Medal of Wisdom acquired. Was fucking Zelda now? Do I gotta get the 3 Triforce pieces?
Liete, what's with this medal?
This is the key to Alent. It will show you the way there.
To Alent, she said. Wait, that's not right. What about the Icarians?
Cross the inland sea and head to the east, Justin. I must wait until we meet again. Then I will tell you everything I know about the Angelonians.
All right, we're going to be at Alent soon. The Angelo mystery will be solved at last.
Actually, you'd only need 2 in the first game. I know. Okay. I fucking know. I know. Don't come at me. Don't make me bonk you, chat. Fuck. I feel like I've talked about this. I have mixed feelings about games that pause when you click out, because like it's kind of nice for like pre-stream and post-stream. Well, mostly pre-stream, because like I can just click out and there's no noise. I don't have to like pull up my volume mixer and mute it. But it's also annoying because like anytime I click out to like do any little thing, then it just like pauses the game, and I feel like it kind of, I don't know. Anyway.
Liete said, we have to cross the inland sea and head to the east. Come on. Now's not the time to be slow. Hey, we can use the magic circle to get sent from this tower. We can leave this place fast, Lean.
Leave? You call that leaving, Justin? Do you even know how to use a magic circle?
Nope. But I'm sure if I try some stuff, something will happen. Doesn't look too difficult.
Incredible. I guess it's just the way you are, eh, Justin? Here, I happen to know how the magic circle works. Justin, stand back.
Really? That's impressive, Lean.
Colonel Mullen taught me. Alakazam! I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool if they had voice acting for like when they speak in the magic runes. I almost kind of wish they like redid the voice acting entirely for the remake and like voice acted everything. But again, I can kind of tell that this wasn't like the highest effort remake. This is where we say goodbye, Justin.
Oh, that's right. You only promised to help me escape. Still, couldn't you...
Justin, I want you to avoid going any closer than this to the Angelonians.
What? But why, Lean? It's been my dream to find them.
Yes, that's right. You're an adventurer after all. Why should I even try to say such things? Well, at least just stay away from the Garlao forces, okay?
Give me your hand, Justin.
Huh? But why?
Just
But
do it quickly.
I can't hold hands. We're not married.
The Spirit Stone. Lean, but why?
I thought I could sacrifice anything if it was to get a hold of the Spirit Stone. But now, I don't know if that was right. So, you hold on to it. I never saw you in the Twin Towers, and I never got the Spirit Stone.
I get it. Thank you, Lean.
Say, Justin, tell me one last thing. What does
Justin
the spirit stone mean to you?
used his Riz to get the spirit stone back.
That's a toughie. To me, the spirit stone is... I know. The soul of the adventurer. Don't laugh. I was serious.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping she'd like start laughing harder and harder.
I'm sorry.
And it would get to like
It's sort of
yandere type
funny,
laugh, and
that's
she would just
all.
start fucking.
I think
I don't know.
finally
It would have made me.
understand.
I would have thought it was really
Feeling
funny.
with you and why I met you. I will never forget you. Goodbye, Justin.
Why was there such a long pause there? Also, she said she'd never forget us, but I feel like we're just gonna see her in like 5 hours. Manic laughter, silence. It's the frog water wore off. Where the fuck is Fina and how do we find her? Not too many ways I can go, so... Oh wait, I should probably just go back towards like the entrance, right? Oh wait, it's pointing this way. Hold on. Maybe that's where I need to go. I don't know, sometimes the compass like points you in the wrong direction. Huh?
Lean? No, wait, that's Fina's voice.
Can't even tell them apart. What the fuck?
Fina! Fina!
Phew, I finally found you. Are you okay?
Who, me? Of course I'm okay. Just got a little confused there between your voice and Lean's.
Oh, Lean, you said. Were you with her just now? That reminds me, Air Mullen said that you guys were ejected by the magic circle.
Huh? Mullen? You were with that evil Mullen dude?
Yeah, well, he really helped me get out of that tower. He's not such a bad guy after all.
What do you mean, Fina? That Mullen, I could...
Anyway, let's discuss all this later on. Right now, our top priority is to find Sue and Gadwin. Let's go. Where did they go? Is that Sue?
Hey, there they are. Yoo-hoo, we're over here.
Hey.
We're looking all over for you. At least you seem unhurt.
That's good. Gadwin got knocked out and didn't wake up for a while. I was so worried. Thought he'd take... How the fuck did... I just want to, like, ask. How did Gadwin get knocked out for hours, but Justin was, like, immediately back? I mean, protag powers, obviously, but, like... It's very unbelievable. He's the team tank. Yeah. Got knocked in his back and could... Oh, he's like a turtle. I get it. Maybe we should give him the don't fall over thingy. That would be kind of funny though, like if he actually had a mechanic where like he took way longer to get back up. And like giving that to him was like actually a really good move. I like a lot of these games don't take that kind of stuff into account. Like giving certain characters longer like animation times and stuff, and like how that could affect like strategy and stuff. Because you know, I feel like that's something you get more out of like a character action game. But I feel like it could have added some interesting mechanics to this if they like put a lot of stuff into something like that. Competitive Grandia meta. Yeah. Exactly. I thought he'd take care of that Mullen guy in no time flat. Gadwin must be getting slow, I guess.
I'm ashamed to admit she's right. Even in such a wide world, I doubted such a master could exist. It means I haven't trained enough. Ha 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 ha. Guess what? I'm at Lieta again. But anyway, we're all together again. Let's get back to Gumbo.
I feel like this is a minor thing, but I feel like having Justin in 2 sentences in a row with the word again, just kind of feels like one of those like writing things that like, I don't know. Like I feel like it's just kind of inherently bad writing to have 2 sentences end with the same word like right next to each other. Not even from the sense that like no one would do that, because like I do that a lot. I'll like say the same word twice really close to each other, and I'll like be like, why did I say that word like 2 times in like 1 sentence? Kind of makes sense that Justin is young anyways. Yeah, it's not like, I'm not saying that it's like, oh, nobody would do that. It's not like bad and like it's unnatural way. It's just one of those things where like I feel like it makes dialogue flow weird when you like use the same word over and over again, unless without it having like any sort of explicit meaning, you know. I feel like it's just kind of one of those little things that I think people like notice, and it makes them like pause for a second, and it can kind of like disrupt the flow of dialogue. But I guess I'm not gonna pretend that I'm like a master writer or anything. It's just one of those things, I guess, that I've read enough to pick up on. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Yeah, exactly. No, we need to go back. That's correct. Yeah, I've read about that before.
Donda, you're the best sailor in Gumbo, right? Listen, we need to go somewhere to the east of Gumbo.
East of Gumbo? If we go east, there's only the Sea of Mermaids. Oh, but remember, Nina, we've got something very, very, very important to do. Oh, is what I'm thinking, Donda? You're right. We've got to get back to Gumbo for a very important matter.
Oh, it's just as well. So, let's go to Gumbo first. What? You too, Gadwin? We'll discuss the details in Gumbo. Please get the ship ready, Donda.
Sorry, Justin, but if the only dude willing to sell us around says we gotta go to Gumbo, I don't think we really get a choice. We take you anywhere other than the Sea of Mermaids. Oh, and now they're gonna go on their date. Fucking sickening.
By the way, Gadwin, what in the world were you saying about the Sea of Mermaids? This time of year is called mermaid season, when the mermaids are active in the Eastern Sea.
Where do mermaids... Nobody knows how mermaids reproduce.
That's why the ocean is...
Oh, wrong voice. Oops.
That's why the ocean is called the Sea of Mermaids. I myself have never actually seen a mermaid, but they are said to be creatures that take people's lives.
Do you think they're gonna be hot in this game, or are they gonna be like the more monstery mermaids? I hope they're the more monstery mermaids, because that's hot. I just get 2 in 1. I hope it's a bunch of manatees, and the reason they're the problem is because they float in the way, but no one wants to hit them with a boat. Just real life. Aren't manatees like actual problems in that regard, where they'll like just like bump into boats or like get hit by boat propellers and stuff? In some areas, yeah, I thought so. Huh? That's a mermaid? I had a rather different image of them.
We have to cross the sea. Liete said proceed east across the sea.
They get absolutely fucked up by propellers, yeah. Spin is like a few inches under some... The skin is like a few inches under some spine. Oh. Yeah. Damn. It's fucked.
But there might be a way to cross the sea during mermaid season. The Elder of Dite would know. And we can cross the sea. Why didn't you say so at first? Acting's so important. Right, Sue?
Uh-huh. What's wrong, Sue? What? Oh, you know. I guess I'm just really hungry.
And you're always saying that I'm the glutton, Sue.
You really okay, Sue? Sure, I'm fine. Yeah, alright then. What are y'all doing? Let's get back to Dite right away. This feels like one of those things where, like, I'm gonna assume they're not gonna kill off the 8-year-old child, but just the way she's acting feels like one of those things where, like, we fucking find out that she got stabbed by a poison dagger and we didn't know about it, and she's fucking dying. Where's the guy stay at? I actually don't remember. Puffy shedding again. Blood falling off Puffy and forming into a mini Puffy that just floats away. Now there's another Puffy in the world. I gotta figure out where the chief is at. That's how they reproduce. That's my headcanon. Don't puff after midnight. Guest house. Genuinely don't remember where he's at. There's like someplace. I know he's around here fucking somewhere. Don't remember where his house is though. Is this it? Oh wait, maybe this is it. Yeah, here it is. Hello.
Now then, my brave couple, where are you going today? What? Cross the Sea of Mermaids? That's the one thing you'd better give up on. Actually, we may not go by boat. We must return to Dight to ask the best method.
Oh wait, oh we're going to Dight. Oh, I forgot. Forgot he said the Dight chief and not this chief. Dight Village. I have a plan. Pulls out a pair of floaties for the team.
Let's go see what the Elder has to say. I expect the Elder knows a lot about the old ruins around here.
Where's the Elder's house? Is this it? Yeah. Hello.
Well, if it isn't Justin, hero of Dight. I haven't seen you for a while. I thought you were training with...
This voice, I don't remember. I feel like the voice I'm doing tonight is very like Vegeta. Specifically like the first Vegeta voice actor.
Kakarot. The Prince of all Saiyans. It's been a long time, Elder. We've come to ask about the old ruins outside of this village. Are you sure there's an old ruin that can send you anywhere you want to go? Thought it was around here somewhere.
Oh wait, was that Gadwin saying that? I don't know why. The wrong voice.
To go anywhere you want.
Everyone just starts talking like this.
I know, the mysterious vanishing hill. The mysterious vanishing hill? It's a little shrine where the hills start. It's got some ancient gizmo that can send you anywhere. But you can't use the magic launch pad until you get the teleportation orb from top of the hill. Teleportation orb? That's a new one to me.
Sorry, it's pollen season around here.
The ancient gizmo will only start working if you use that orb, which holds energy from the spirits. But I've been told the teleportation orb can only be used once, and then it loses all of its spirit energy. But once is good enough for us, so what are we waiting for? Let's go grab that orb.
Justin, I'm feeling rather tired. Couldn't we wait till tomorrow to go get that orb and just rest here today? Excuse me. She might be dying. Oh no. Justin,
Puff, puff. What's the matter, Sue? Are you alright?
Sue, answer me, Sue. Oh no, she's burning up with a fever.
Oh, this isn't right, Justin. Quick, take her over to Alma's place.
She's all worn out. This little girl has been on a very demanding trip, it seems. Justin, has Sue said anything to you about her being so tired? Anyway, she didn't want the rest of you to treat her like a child, no doubt. And Gadwin, to think you were with them, how foolish.
I'm sorry. Shame on me. Wait, it's not Gadwin's fault. I was the one who should have been paying more attention. Sue, I didn't realize how tired you were getting. Even though she's just tired, there should be no more of this for her. She's got to stay here and recuperate. Uh-oh.
Hey, Justin, listen, I'm fine now. I can go to, that place. Sue, we'll wait until you're all better before getting that teleportation orb.
But, yeah, okay. I was thinking the same thing. So we'll just take it easy for today.
Not just one day. She must rest till the next full moon.
Okay, oh, well, then we'll stay till then. After all, we can't leave a kid like Sue behind all by herself, can we?
A kid? I'll just wait here. Justin, just you guys should go.
But we...
You heard me. You know how much I hate being treated like a kid, so listen to me. You guys go with Gadwin. I'll be fine here by myself.
I understand, Sue. We should respect your feelings. Let's go, Justin. It's what Sue wants.
What a girl wants, oh what a girl needs. Where's the inn? I feel like we should save before we leave. Just to be safe. I'm ready depression, I'm ready depression. You didn't become manager. What is that from? Fuck. SpongeBob movie? Oh. I don't even remember that part. The first one, yeah. Save my game, sir. I didn't mean to stay the night. Fuck. Not that it really matters. It doesn't actually cost money to save it or stay at the inns in this game. Okay, Vanishing Hill. Money! Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna skim through more of this list, so I'm gonna stop here for a sec. I think it's interesting. Cover artwork of Dream Theater's live album Live Scenes from New York released September 11, 2001. Originally depicted the skyline of New York City in flames. The album was recalled and re-released with a different cover. The band later performed Sacrificed Sons in the Octavarium as a tribute to the victims of the attacks. Keyboardist Jordan Rudess even did the album for NYC as a charity album for the tragedy, and changed the name of one song from their 2002 album 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, The Great Debate, which discusses stem cell research controversies. Was originally called Conflict at Ground Zero based on the lyrics in the chorus. It was renamed as news reports began to refer to the site of the attacks as Ground Zero. The band was in a Manhattan studio conducting final mixes of the album on the day in question. I see. English rock band Bush changed the name of the lead single off their 2001 album Golden State from Speed Kills to The People That We Love. Also changed was the original cover art for the album, which featured a commercial airplane. We got purple demons here. It's kind of interesting, like, that just airplane stuff in general around that time was just like seen as like a bad move, even if nothing really bad was happening with the airplane, which makes sense, I guess. Like, better safe than sorry. Oh wait, I don't think, oh, cause we gotta go to the top of the hill first. Let me see. Airplane's scary. That's fair. I don't really like heights, but Also, I feel like it's one of those things where like if I'm in a plane, once it takes off, it's hard for me to be scared because I very much have that like I'm very much like the kind of person where like something will stress me out, but then once it happens, like it's pretty easy for me to just be like whatever about it because like
Oh, flame burn 'em!
once the airplane takes off, it's like what am I gonna do? I'm already in the air. So it's hard to really be that upset. I do get motion sickness sometimes. Or I don't know if it's even really called motion sick. I get a little nauseous sometimes on planes though, and that's kind of annoying. I also got seasick really bad once on like a whale watching air sick. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I got seasick on a whale watching thing once, and I didn't get to see any of the whales because I was fucking down and out.
Here goes!
Never bad at planes, got real sick during and after a small prop plane ride in Puerto Rico.
Here goes!
Yeah, small plane. I went on a seaplane to a fort. Oh, I'm so sorry
Oh,
for that,
flame burn 'em!
businessman. I mean, it's kind of fair that you forgot to lock it because you were probably like in a hurry. Did he just like open the door like right as you were puking or something? Like I like to imagine like you guys made eye contact and then you just immediately like fucking vomited. It was when I was rinsing my oh, that's fair.
Here goes!
Yeah. When he opened the door, it was like, come inside, slam the door. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, I went, oh. That's not very...
Oh, wind, blow 'em
let's make the
away.
joke. Also like 13, that's fair. It's funny, I feel like there's a lot of silly things you get embarrassed about as a kid. Like, especially when you're like a teenager and you're in that weird state of becoming self-aware, but not like, I don't know, like a weird, you're learning about self-awareness, I guess, and you're really getting into it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. We went on a, I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna save the game first. Like a seaplane over to like a fort. I think it was out in the Florida Keys, if I remember right. Was when we did that. The ride over wasn't too bad, but the ride back sucked. Cause like, I feel like when you like fly out to do something and then you fly back, flight back is worse because like when you're flying out there, you're like, yay, we're going to do something. When you're flying back, you're just kind of like, eh. But yeah, there was also a kid that kept talking about how he was gonna get sick, and even my family, oh my fucking god, oh my god, it's so mean. Was like, some of them were even saying that they were feeling nauseous on the way back. Also, yeah, I feel like the older you get, the more you like. There's a reason that old people will just act fucking wild in public and not give a shit. I mean, aside from the fact that they're old and it's like, fuck you, I'll be dead in 10 years, I don't care. I feel like the older you get, the less
Easy.
you care what other people think about you. I used to go on a lot of long family drives. Never got car sick. It wasn't until recently that I realized that I get car sick on long trips. Interesting. I can kind of get... I definitely get the whole, like, if I try to read
Come, power of the universe.
in the car, I'll get car sick.
Taking flight.
I have to, like, stare out the window for, like, a good, like, 10 minutes.
Oh, wind,
Anytime
blow
I start
'em
feeling it.
away.
So I usually end up, anytime I take a trip, it's more than like an hour, I try to nap. Because it'll pass the time, and I'm just like, yeah, exactly. That's when I get car sick. Which sucks, because like, I feel like reading manga or something would be the best thing to do to pass the time. But it's hard to do for more than like 10 minutes. Think about my plans and my parents' assholes about it? Like, how so? Or cars. I can sleep in a car. I don't know if I've slept on a plane or not. Can't remember. I feel like most of my time
Rage and flame.
I watched a movie on one. Dad is a very go 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 kind of person, always in a rush. I see. Yeah, my dad's the same way. I feel that. He's the type that will get there 2 hours early and he'll act like we're late. But for 36 hours when we went to England, maybe 40. God damn. And then after you get there, you get like one afternoon / night to rest a little bit, but if that, depending on if you guys like got there and immediately started doing stuff. Because I know when I go places with family, we usually get there and we'll like go out to eat that night and maybe go to like one place, but we don't do a lot the first night. But then once the next day comes around, like, that's it, let's go. We're doing shit. I feel ya. I feel like my family's the same way. Because my cousin was getting married in a fucking field. Why would you get married in a field? My cousin got married in a barn. They wanted to camp. What the fuck? Who wants to go camping right before a wedding? What the that sucks. Especially because, like, did you guys still, like, dress up in, like, wedding attire for the wedding? Oh my god. That sounds awful. Yeah, that's fair. Parents didn't camp, though? Okay. Wait, so did you have to camp, but, like... it was too cold and no one opened the door for me? Fuck. That sounds awful. I need to eat that speed seed. Said I would, but they said the tents would be heated and they were definitely not. That's fucking annoying. They were wet and cold, yay. Who's got the best speed? Actually, I don't remember. Wait, is speed? Hold on, I can't remember if that ups. I have a specific memory about us going camping once and I slept in the car. I hate camping. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why people like camping. Yeah, it's true. You have like health reasons for it too. Yeah, I don't want to have to like I know my I have like an aunt and she and her husband, I don't even actually know if they're married. Yeah, no, if you don't have a dick, like camping out in the woods is exponentially worse, I feel like. At campgrounds, yeah, that's how I feel. I've done that where I've gone to a campground and like we got there in the morning and we hung out all day and then I left when it got dark and I didn't stick around to actually do the camping, and I enjoyed those more than I did like staying. But my aunt's got like a camper, but like they won't let people use the bathroom in it because they don't want to have to like clean it and stuff. But like I don't know, it's like, why did you get a camper if you're just not going to use like parts of it? It's weird. Anyway, 1 + 1 wit. Oh, that's right, it doesn't Forgot about that. It doesn't up your fucking speed. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's my parents are really pissy about it because they'll go camping with them at like the lake. They don't want to do any of it. Like they don't want to have to deal with any of that stuff at all whatsoever. So like no one's allowed to use any of that stuff. They don't want to have to clean it. They don't want to have to empty it. They don't want to have to do anything. But again, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it kind of feels like a waste. Get like a camper and not use parts of it. I don't know. Used to have a trailer and went camping in that in some cool places. That's cool. Like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, now that I said that, it's not gonna happen. Never mind. There it is. What the fuck? The tower just fell over. The hell? I don't know what that was about. Some move here that it was overloaded with stuff.
This'll teach you.
Why did you word it like that?
That's when we got into the accident.
Hope it wasn't too bad of an accident. I kind of figured that's where you were going. I have a sneaking suspicion there was a reason she wanted me to come with her.
Here goes.
Sounds like a really like major piece of Night Fang lore.
All right, we won.
Okay, there's nothing over here, so I'm just fighting these guys for no reason now.
A wind
Row,
blow
row.
away.
There's a big box truck going like 120. So it speeds by Eclipsis and we start fish chatting. Oh shit.
Here goes. Prepare to die.
Oh shit. That's crazy. That's gotta be fucking terrifying. I've never been in anything like on that level, or in really close even. The worst I've ever been in was like getting rear-ended when I was like too young to remember. Ow. Could have been worse. Lost my pet Beardy because he got out of his container and hid between the seats. Oh shit. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Scar on my knee. I'm going back. Damn. That's fair. Though. I wanted to go back for him.
Oh, flame burn 'em.
Real nasty reason.
Rage and flame.
Well, that's
You're no match for me.
family drama. Yeah. I assume the fact that she's not part of your life anymore is like a positive in the long run. If there was all this crazy shit going on. Yeah.
Heaven and earth.
family is fucking wild, dude. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I get you.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
I thankfully never had to deal with custody stuff. Even though, well, when my mom split up with my dad, she got me in the end, and my dad could just do like the whole visitation thing. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I'm missing something.
Rage and flame.
My dad did do that whole thing, that dumbass thing though, that I saw also happen to a lot of my friends, where like, the last time I saw him was when I was like 10, and then he just like never came by, and I just kind of forgot about him for the most part, because I only saw him like a couple times a year anyway, and most of my memories of being over there are like not liking any of the family on that side. So but he like tried to add me on Facebook when I was like 18, and I just like ignored it. And then like I had some other family member from that side of the family like try to reach out to me, and I just ignored that. And it was like, because I don't know, I'm not gonna like hang out with you now. Honestly, stop using ice on him. He's immune, lady. It just comes off as fishy and weird. Also, I knew a lot of people that had like their biological dads reach out when they were like 17, 18, and then like they'd get super excited about it, and then their dad would just like dip after like a month or two. Kind of not unlike the Toradora bit with Taiga's dad. I mean, obviously, I didn't have any friends that were like super stupid rich or anything. But it's just open. I must have like done something. I feel like that wasn't open before. I swear to God, if that was open the whole time, I'm gonna save just to make sure. Her side family was the one in PR, and I still really do like PR and keep up with events there. That's fair. Okay, let's fight this fucker. This Kabutops looking ass. Oh. It like I couldn't move for a sec and the camera panned, so I thought that it was gonna do a cutscene. She may or may not have intentionally kidnapped us in PR. Oh my god. Supposed to be a month. It was not. That's fucking wild. Thankfully, the one thing I'm glad about is that I usually manage to like
Flying dragon slap.
stay outside of the family drama, and I just hear about it later.
Here goes! Oh, flame burn 'em!
Although, luckily, also my
Here you go.
my immediate family is like, it's one of those situations where my immediate family are basically the only normal ones in the family that don't have a bunch of shit, and so after a certain point we just started like trying to stay away from all the wacky drama and shit that everyone else had going on. Honestly, if it were up to me, or yeah, if it were up to me, we would have cut them all off. And the only reason I put up with my extended family is because I like my immediate family, and my immediate family wants to keep up with them despite it all. Yeah. But yeah, no. They're all wacky in their own silly little ways. I thought she had like a... I don't know why I thought she had healing magic. What do you have? Do you have anything that is the whole party? Not really. We'll do this on Justin. Yeah, if I didn't like my immediate family, I would have cut off my entire family basically after I moved out. But I like my immediate family, so I put up with the craziness. And they'd probably get, my immediate family would probably be mad at me if I just outright said this, or would think that I was exaggerating, but like, I would not feel that bad cutting off my extended family. There's a few people in there that are fine, but I'd rather just like not deal with any of it. Personally. So families off their own way. I don't know. I'm just gonna put you guys back on kill, actually. On has cool, it has some questionable, hey, how are you doing? Can I have some cash? Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Drunkard, not taking care of, kind of not taking care of grandma while mooching off her. I have a similar thing with an aunt. Then I had to sever ties with him, and grandma lived with us until he passed. Okay, well, that's better. Touch the adult juice, maybe wine or something. That's fair. I feel like that's a fair enough reason. Don't heal yourself, you fuck. I'm still gonna kill you. Hey, Nuff, what's up? Drove down to see my extended family visiting, and they blew off all the prep plans my mom had and came over for like 20 minutes and didn't talk to me. Back during Thanksgiving? Yeah. How are you, Nuff? I hope you're doing alright. Oh, over summer. Okay. I see. So drove 7 hours. Right. I get you. Still fucking wild. I don't know. I'm definitely like usually no worries. Thanks for lurking. Yeah, I'm always the one like on my phone in the corner at family get-togethers. Yeah, I've said it before, the bosses in this game are not very difficult. This game in general is, I'm amazed that this game is just, as somebody who doesn't do any side content, I'm surprised this game is just letting me like blast through most of these fights without having to do much. Aside from just letting them auto attack. You haven't taken your medicine yet? I told you this medicine works fine. It works as soon as you swallow it. Me? I couldn't swallow that. I feel sorry for it. That's the medicine? That big fucking lizard thing? You can't just like hand an 8-year-old a little lizard thing and be like, eat it. It's even moving and shit. What the fuck? Oh, you're just tired, so a little rest and relaxation, recovery should be very quick. I've noticed you've just been staring out the window for a long time now. What's troubling you? Am I really just a kid? Yes, you're 8. Some 8-year-olds would do that voluntarily. You're right, honestly. So true. Where's Puffy at? Puffy would eat it. Dr. Alma, isn't Justin kind of selfish? You know, leaving me behind like this? Now he gets bigger and bigger all by himself. You know, at his age, the boys shoot up like weeds. Girls, they blossom like flowers. We'll be grown up in another 5 years. For 5 years, huh? Until then, I'll just, I don't know. I like your little... Me waiting for my boobs to grow. I'm sure they'll come in eventually. Uh.
Summit shouldn't be too far away at this rate. We'll reach the summit in no time.
Okay, let's go, Fina. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna fucking save and shit again. Oh, wait, I should recover first. To be fair, I feel like the girls who got their boobs first are the ones who were like 17 with back problems, so, you know, I think it balances itself out. Money. Oh, you motherfucking... God, this game's so mean. So many like weird little traps and stuff where they'll just drop like a bunch of enemies on top of you. Not that they're even hard, it's just like, what a dick move.
A wind, blow 'em away.
It also reminds me at like the very end of the threshold for being able to lay it in my stomach still. That's fair. I can't lay on my stomach because my pump goes on my abdomen. And unless it's on, and like I have to move it around every now and then, every few days. But if it's not like on the, like my sides, then I can't lay on my stomach because it's just weird, uncomfortable. I know some people will wear theirs like on their back because you can actually go like, oh, that's fair. I can't, I've never been able to sleep on my stomach. Can't because I have back problems, that's fair. I lay on my stomach when I used to lay on my stomach sometimes, but I couldn't like sleep on my back. I could nap on my back. I mean, to be fair, I feel like I alternate between sleeping on my back and side, but I feel like half the time when I sleep on my side, I'm like shrimping.
Pretty easy.
That's probably not good for me either. Now what do I do? Go get that key. I want that key. I used to sleep on my stomach until I grew to where back stuff started. Oh. That's fair. What the fuck, game? What a dick move. Just like dropped like this random fucking pitfall. It didn't even make a noise or anything. It was just like that bit just like disappeared. It was so anticlimactic. It kind of made me, it's kind of more insulting for it to like do that and not even like draw any attention to it. Anyway, yeah. Such a random question, but are pumps waterproof? Oh, they are water. They were described to me as water resistant, in that in the sense that like if there's no damage to it, then yes, it's waterproof. But it's not worth risking it because if there's even like a little crack in it and water gets in, it could fuck it up. So. Yeah, don't swim with it. You can take it in the shower, but I take mine off because I'd rather not risk that. Also, they said that like hot water for like long periods could be bad. I don't take like I don't really take like super hot showers, but I put it like right in the middle. I feel like it's warm enough that I wouldn't want to risk it. So I like take it off and I leave it in my room. A dragon, that's fair. I feel like if I take too hot of showers, it like messes up my skin. Like my skin feels like really dry and stuff. Which is a problem in the winter because Spina bifida won't kill me, still disabled all the time. I love how like I've accidentally just like amassed groups of people that I know that are like either mentally or physically disabled in some way. Just by accident.
Everyone okay?
Also, that's fair. It gets hard in the winter. I do use car heaters and people look at me like I'm crazy. But oops, my back. Car heaters? Oh, like in the car, like heated seats, you mean? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I get what you mean. Okay, yeah. Interesting. I mean, whatever works, you know. But yeah, it gets harder not to take hot showers in the winter because I feel like I sort of because like I feel like I could put the water on the same temperature and it's gonna be like warm in the summer. It's gonna feel warm in the summer, but then it's gonna feel like cold in the winter. So it's like it takes like when it starts to cool off, because I feel like typically when it starts to cool off here, it just like suddenly drops. Especially nowadays. I feel like it's gotten worse over time with like, you know, gold key. Oh boy. Fuck, I gotta read something. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. It's kind of annoying having such a limited inventory, and then they start making you pick up like multiple required items in an area. I also just kind of don't like limited inventory space in general. Even though I know this inventory would just be full of like BS mostly. I don't know. Loaded on health weed, yeah. Basically. A lot of healing items that I'm not using except in the occasional boss fight. And honestly, if I was playing the game myself instead of letting them do like stupid AI stuff while I'm talking to you guys, I probably wouldn't even be using that. Where do I even take these keys to? I don't remember there being like a thing I had to better have it and not need to use it. I agree, but it is kind of annoying to have limited inventory space. Yeah, for sure. That's one thing I wish they'd added to the... I feel like most HD remasters and stuff will add like skippable cutscenes. I don't know why this one didn't. It's almost kind of, I don't know, it's kind of one of those things where it's like I'm enjoying the game, but there's a lot of really obvious stuff about it where it's like clear how lazy of a like remaster it is. Kind of sucks. Like if for some reason I don't really replay games, but if for some reason I ever replayed this instead of replaying the HD thing, I would probably just like emulate the PS1 version if I didn't have my hands on like the actual PS1 version. Oh, is this where the keys go? Maybe. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the hot shower. FF7 ports only including speed that sometimes crashes the game, but not fixing any of the jank. Yeah. Yeah. I played the Steam port that doesn't have any of that stuff, so I didn't even have a choice to like speed it up. Which is fine because I was having fun for most of it, but it would have been nice during like the fucking snowy area. Switch had speed. Yeah, I have the Switch version now because like I beat FF7 and had FF7 brain rot for like a month. So I bought the Switch version. Oh yeah, that's fair too. Okay, I bought the Switch version with the like speed and stuff because I thought if I ever replayed it, it would help. But I had to go through the whole game without any of that. What? What does that? I don't know what that means. It crashes sometimes. That's fair. Good old Clundus. So true. What does that? That doesn't tell me anything, game. I don't know what that says. Stream so pissed because right after getting. Oh, that sucks. I hated that area. That was definitely. For the FF7 is one of those games that's like. I definitely agree with people who talk about it and are like, okay, this is a green one. What's it? What? I don't know what this means. Oh god. Oh god. That's fucking mean and evil. As much as it's like definitely a great game, but I definitely kind of agree with people that there's like certain bits that are just like, I would, if I replayed that game, I would get to those bits, and those are the parts of the game that I would get to and be like, I'd remember how much I didn't like that game, and it would be like, yeah, those would be, that's one area that would, like, you get, I feel like it's the kind of area you get to on a replay, and it like makes you not want to finish a replay of the game. Oh, I didn't even see that fucking there. Like every game has that to an extent, though. Well, maybe not every game, I don't know. I think that's the worst part. That was my least favorite part when I played. There were definitely a couple sections of that game that felt like padding. But I don't know.
Here you go.
Still a great game. I love it. I want to play FF6 because like I played FF7 and I went, oh my god, this game's amazing. I should play more Final Fantasy games. And then I played 8. And I went, oh my god, this fucking sucks.
Come, try again.
And then I played FF10 and I went, ah, this fucking sucks. Which is, I feel like my hatred of 10 is a little more contested. I don't think I've ever had anyone fight me on not liking FF8. I'll meet someone who gets really mad that I don't like FF8 someday. FF10 was worse than 8, or better than 8. Sorry. Your mentor would fucking fight me in the Denny's parking lot. I liked the first like 5 hours of Final Fantasy VIII.
Flying dragon slap.
No way you'd not die to Sin on the first go. Yeah.
All right, we won.
That checked fight. God damn, that was basically a whole stream of me trying to do that because I played the actual PS2 version of FF10. I did get my revenge. That was fucking so cathartic. So for those that don't know, Don also streamed. Don likes Final Fantasy. He also does not like FF10 that much, but he did beat it, and he named one of his summons after me.
Flying dragon
And my summon came out in one shot the first phase of the final boss, and it was so beautiful. Hi Jimbo, yeah.
Oh, wind, blow 'em away.
Yeah, I played FF10 on the original game without any original PS2 fucking copy. I was gonna go reach for it, but I don't feel like turning on my cam actually because I have stubble. Anyway, the original PS2 version of the game, original hardware, no skipping, no speeding up, none of that shit that's in the remaster. And it sucked. And you know what? The worst part is that I played FF8 on like the remaster version that had like speed ups and stuff, and I still hated it more than FF10. I feel like that says a lot, honestly. Anyway, I want to play FF6 because I've heard good things about it, and I feel like FF6 and FF7 are like, are we gonna find another one of these? FF6 and FF7 I feel like are like the two like big Final Fantasy games that like people will debate over which is better. So I feel like FF6 is probably gonna be pretty cool. I have it. I have the SNES Classic, and it's on there, and it might also be on the Switch thing too. Oh, Justin, don't die. Minnie loves FF9. I haven't played FF9. I have heard good things about it. I have that too. I actually have the Switch version of that, like the remaster thingy. I just haven't got to it. Fucking kill yourself. It looks cool, but yeah. I actually played FF7 because like for those that don't know, the way I pick games is I have a Google Doc with every game I have yet to stream, and some games I have streamed, like that are like stuff like Balloons and Muse Dash that I would be interested in playing again as a one-off, some more one-offs in the future. But I just like it. It randomly picks games, which was funny because FF7 and FF8 got picked to randomly be right next to each other, and it was such whiplash going from FF7 to FF8. At least for me. I don't know how people. I know some streamers will be like, will do that thing where they're like, I think Bonefoot does this too, where they'll pick like a series and they'll play through like the whole series just in like one go, without really like breaking it apart. I don't feel like I could do that for a lot of games. Like I would just get kind of sick of it. Even if it was like only like a 3-game series or something. Yeah, that's how I feel. I would get burnt out on that series. Yeah. I even get just like, even just a single game sometimes is like a bit much. If it like, I'm very, like my opinion on game length is that most games I play that are over 20 hours, I get to the end of the game and I go, that game should have been like half as long as it was. I feel like a lot of long games have a lot of stuff in them that, even like my favorite games that are super long. Yeah, I'm not gonna play Elden Ring. I played Dark Souls 1 all the way through, and I immediately tried to go through Dark Souls 2, got like 2/3 of the way through, and I just stopped because I was just Dark Souls'd out. And then I played like 8 to 10 hours of Dark Souls 3, and I just got bored. I don't. You like it? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't feel like playing Elden Ring for 80 hours. You have nothing to heal yourself with. That's bad. Whatever. Do fucking magic then. She's dead. Somebody's got a resurrection potion. Ow. I'm not gonna risk it. Oh, you don't have a res potion, so it doesn't matter. Then you can heal Justin. And Justin can res her. Health weed. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Stop that. I don't know. I kind of respect it, but like, I just couldn't do it. I feel the same way about like 100% in games though. Like I just can't bring myself to be like that invested. I want to like get every little thing in a game. Even like shorter games, I just usually won't really bother. I'm gonna I set the AI to don't die mode, so they should be fine. Even if they waste all my healing shit, honestly, good. Oh, now they're defending? Okay, never mind. This might be a terrible idea. Oh, never mind. They took like... Oh my god, I didn't know defending was so useful, and she's dead again anyway. This thing's annoying. I don't know if it's tougher than the last one, or... I just need to like step in and do it myself. Ow. Right on top of him too. God damn. Alright, kill it. It's basically dead. There we go. Anyway. Get fucked.
Like master, like man.
I have a lot of money. I should probably buy better. There's probably a bunch of better equipment I should have bought that I didn't get, honestly. Alright. Who's got a res? Can she res herself? I guess she can. Why not? Cool. Oh, you fucking dick. Oh, what? That's weird. It's like switching itself around. Yeah, I need that to be there. Oh fuck, did I get it? The OG Reggie puzzle all over again? Oh my fucking god. Wait, I don't think that's right. Oh no, I hate this. Sometimes when I walk over the switch, it doesn't like... Did I get it? Can I go up now? Yes, okay. Wait, what? How do I get up there? Another button? I don't know if I'm missing something or what. There's a yellow tablet over here. I don't know what that means. I'm going to switch them to go wild because these are just regular enemies. Damn. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, to me, peak like game length is like, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I've played games that are like 10 hours long that should have been like 5 hours. So it's hard to say that there's like a specific peak length. But I feel like most games don't need to be as long as they are. But I feel like there's definitely like a mentality of quality over quantity for games these days. Because like we have it kind of comes off as like we have room to put more stuff in, so let's put more stuff in. But then there'll be a lot of stuff they put in that kind of feels like it was just like just dropped in without a lot of thought. Like I think the second that you're like adding in a quest where a character goes, go grab a random drop from an enemy and bring it back to me. Like, I don't know. The only time it doesn't really bother me is like, it didn't really bother me too much in Xenoblade 1. Because like, it kind of felt like the side quest system was sort of built around that, because Xenoblade 1 is very much like an MMO, but you're playing it single player kind of style game. I don't think it's gonna do damage. Oh, it did. Okay, right. Guess I'm not immune to earth damage. But like, I don't know. They kind of built it in a way where like you can talk to somebody and they'll give you the quest, and then you just, if you accidentally kill like 6 of this monster, you just automatically, without having to ever go interact with them again, you just automatically get this stuff for the quest. I don't know. It's not perfect, but I feel like it's a better way to do it. Where like you can just walk through town and just like, fuck me. You can walk through town and fuck me. You can just walk through town and just like interact with all the NPCs that have quests, and then you just will accidentally potentially get like the quest done. So it's like not as bad, I guess. I don't know. Come on. What's that one David Cage game? Indigo Prophecy? I'm pretty sure, I remember watching a guy play that game. I'm pretty sure there's like a sex scene in it. And I remember I was young enough that I was like, holy fuck, they can do that in video games. Freaked me out. I wasn't ready. Even though I'm pretty sure I'd seen hentai at that point, so. I think it was more just the fact that it was in like a video game was weird to me. This is annoying. I'm just kind of randomly letting it, I'm not even paying attention. Okay, I'll try to pay attention to this one. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I guess that's kind of a strat. I still don't know how to get up here though, like it wouldn't let me up there before. I don't know. Go. I think that's it. It's not. Fuck. I thought that was it. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. That might... No. Oh, what the hell. Terrible at this, apparently. It's one thing when there's like one thing that has... When it's like the cup game where there's like one of them has the ball and you just gotta follow the one. But trying to remember like... This one is the short one and this one's the tall one is really annoying. Oh my god, it keeps just going back to the exact, basically the same order. What the fuck? Why am I so bad at this? There. But I still don't know how to get up here. Right. Oh, okay. It's kind of weird and unintuitive. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I thought about that before, but I was scared to like hit the button because I thought it would just reset them again. I feel like there should have been a 5th button specifically for that. It would have made more sense. Justin, I wonder if it's alright to continue adventures like this.
What do you mean?
A physician like Dr. Alma might not always be there for us. Even if we make it across the Sea of Mermaids, there's still danger ahead. If anything happened to Sue,
It's alright, Fina. Justin understands too.
Even just one that's down to start with and pop... Yeah, that's what I would have done. Like, it would have been a button either that didn't do anything or that's like down and then you it pops up when you do it right and then you can hit it. There was a thing over there. I wonder if I can go to it now. I don't know how to get to it actually. Wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. What is this? I don't know what interacting with these does. Like, I don't know if it does anything. But they're interactable, I guess. Fuck, whatever. Doobie-doobie-doo. Oh, fuck. Okay, well. Talk about this sometimes. Oh my god, Fina's almost dead. I did not even realize how low she was in health. It's kind of interesting playing games and like paying attention to like level design and stuff as like someone who like runs D&D. Because I feel like it makes me like slightly more aware of like stuff, I guess. Not to say that I think I could like jump in on a game design team and like design a super awesome level or anything per se, but I don't know. Like there'll just be like weird choices for puzzles or like area designs that just make things like unintuitive or tedious. And it kind of makes me wonder, like, playing a lot of games is actually a great way to be natural. That's fair. That is fair. But it like, there'll be things where it's like, yeah. I should be a game designer. Me! Like Flappy Bird. I never played Flappy Bird. Actually.
Come, try again.
Like, I don't even think I played it on anyone else's phone. I know I never had it. Got big and shut down. Go on. Didn't PT get jailbroken? Did it? I didn't hear about that, but it might have. Well, that's pretty cool though if it did. Oh wait, I don't think this is the right way to go. Or wait, I think it is actually. Isn't there like a way out of here to first area? There was. Oh, there it is. Maybe. Or no, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. This is the first area. What am I talking about? It'd be nice if it did because it's kind of fucked that it's just gone forever. Or it potentially was just gone forever. Oh fuck. Especially since it was like such a big thing that like everyone was talking about when it came out. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just like I see little things in games that are like really weird or tedious, and it makes me kind of question like if they made that decision because like they didn't realize that it would be tedious or annoying or whatever. But I also sometimes kind of look at stuff and there's just certain things that almost kind of come across like it was purposefully tedious. Like, let's put this thing here and it'll add like 10 minutes to this section. 101 Dalmatians. Just get far up their own ass. That's fair. Like you would know better. Me. Oh, we get Gitsu. So like what? Did they just like get really so sure of themselves and their own ideas that they just start doing stuff just because they think it'd be cool regardless of anything else? I'm not changing it because I don't want to. Ah, I see. That's fucking stupid. It kind of comes across like I've heard people talk about like a common thing with like more amateur like writing is like writing, which honestly I see this even in big games. Are we zooming in on this fish? Yeek. Yeah. I'm gonna change some stuff, but then I'm gonna get really mad about it, and then I'm gonna complain that people wanted me to change stuff. SAO exists, so true. Yeah, he's changing Yeek again, and he's probably gonna be extra spiteful about it this time. We'll find out when I play it. I hope it sucks. Ego's huge. I believe it, honestly. I feel like this would be an interesting thing to like sit down and talk to you about in time. But it like a thing I've heard about, like I've heard like writers mention as like a sign of like more amateur writing is like yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Once anyone beats the new Yeek, it just exists and deletes it off their computer. That would be pretty funny. Justin, I've decided to stop adventuring until I become an adult. Oh, goddamn. Okay, I didn't expect. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wasn't sure. Well, I kind of expected it, but I was kind of. I don't know. I thought she'd put up more of a fight. Physically, Sue has made a very good recovery, but she continues with the adventuring. I see. But I don't know, I'll just be playing a game and I'll be like, that was really annoying. And anyway, like I was gonna say, like, basically it comes down to like writing things or like putting in stuff that makes, that like, how do you put it? Like not looking at things from the position of like the reader or the player, basically. It's kind of like how like you'll have like, I feel like this is, I see this with like anime and manga and stuff, really, like because mainly I think about that because I was watching a video about some anime, what's it called, 6 Heart Princesses, I think it was called. It's a personal story, they can get up their own ass. Oh, I imagine. If especially if it's something where like somebody's had like this idea for years. Yeah. Like they're gonna, yeah, I can see that. Oh, we gotta take Sue home. Ooh, we're gonna use the teleportation orb to take Sue home. Interesting plot development. But like, I feel like a lot of writers and stuff, like, they'll have like really convoluted story things where like as the viewer, it feels like just a jumble of information, and you can kind of tell that like this made perfect sense to the people who have spent a bunch of time thinking about the story and all the plot points and how they connect. But as a reader or watcher or something, you're just like sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's just a bunch of things happening on screen. You know. First thing you're taught not to be precious about ideas, so if it's a personal thing, people will reach so hard to justify. Yeah, I get it, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My whole thing is like, I feel like the second you agree to work with other people, you have to accept that like every extra person you add on to this is like an extra degree that this thing won't be like exactly like the way you wanted it to be in your head. But I don't know, maybe I'm used to that because like with D&D I've learned that like one of the worst things you can do is like try to build the plot up to like a really specific moment you have in your head, because that moment's never going to play out anything like what you had in your head. If you even are able to take the plot to make it to where that exact moment makes sense. Because like there's so much player freedom and stuff in D&D. Like I don't know. I think you just can't make it work the way it is in your head. Things are always better with a healthy amount of outside feedback. I agree. I do kind of like that like Toby Fox with like he's just come out and said that like Undertale was basically proto Deltarune because he had the idea for Deltarune for a while, and he was like, I don't want to do Deltarune first because I'm gonna fuck it up and I need to like get a feel for this type of stuff. Every creative person has some form of ego. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I have an ego for sure. I'm not even gonna try to lie. I've definitely done story bits and stuff in D&D, and like my first reaction was like, I don't get it. I don't get why that didn't work. And then I had to like sit on it for a while and realize that it was because I was trying really hard to like force the thing in my head to happen exactly the way I wanted it. Maybe. Most people, yeah, that is kind of just the thing. I don't know. It's kind of, I know, because a lot of people definitely, but even when you write a book, I feel like writing a book, like it's never gonna come out the way you have it originally in your head. But I guess the one thing about a book is there's probably, I don't know, I actually don't really know anything about the book writing process. I'm sure there's a lot more feedback from, like, I know about manga, and I know that like just having an editor can cause like major changes to like stories. Like I know in Dragon Ball Z, originally the androids were gonna be the villains, but the editor kept like bugging Toriyama about the villains not being like cool enough and stuff. And then he made Cell, but then he was like, Cell sucks, so Toriyama made him. Oh yeah, Nasui was, yeah, that's another one. Giorno was also supposed to originally be a girl. Didn't Attack on Titan have a thing where people guessed the ending and the author changed the ending? Did it? I don't know about that. I always heard the whole thing about Attack on Titan was that he wrote the ending and then like was like, this is my, like, he had the ending planned really early or something. It was like, this is how it's gonna end. But yeah, Game of Thrones changed the ending. Like, they changed a bunch of stuff. Like, the further it went on after they stopped working with George R.R. Martin, the more they just kind of went off the rails. It was really dumb. I didn't like. I've read all the books that are out. Yeah, right. I don't know who named their kid Daenerys. Yeah, it's so stupid that you could tell the writers legitimately thought that, like, surprise being able to say haha I got you, people see it, it's usually better. See, that's a thing that I actually learned about, and I kind of have trouble with it even today with D&D sometimes, where it's like, I've definitely done stuff where, like, I had a D&D plot and somebody was like, oh, I know where this is going, and my first reaction was, I have to change it now. They can't know, it has to be a surprise. And I feel like, honestly, even today, I'd probably still have, like, that initial knee-jerk response to no, it has to change. But, like, I've definitely heard people talk about this, and I kind of agree with it, even though I think I'd still have that knee-jerk response at first, of, like, usually if people can, like, guess it, it's because you were, if people are able to guess it before it happens, it's probably because it actually means, yeah, exactly, it means that, like, you were clearly laying down stuff for people to pick up. And I feel like, honestly, I've kind of also started to learn from D&D that, like, I think that, like, stuff coming out of nowhere can be fun, because there's, like, a saying that I kind of like, although I think it's easy for people to overuse it. I don't remember, actually. It's something, I don't remember the actual saying, but it was basically like, you know, something equating explosions to, like, when there's nothing interesting going on, have an explosion, something explode, which is, I think, is actually a fair thing for, like, D&D. Not really for stories, but, like, D&D specifically, since it's like a game, you know, you're playing. Which it basically just means, like, if things are slowing down and nothing interesting's happening, just, like, throw in something interesting. Sometimes it's better than nothing, you know. Obviously you gotta know when to use it, when not to use it, but at the same time, I think it's very satisfying for people when they're, like, following a story to, like, guess something and then it's like, I was right, fuck yeah, like, I called it. Like, I think that's, like, a cathartic thing that people enjoy, personally, which is fair. The gotcha moment is why I don't like ReZero. I haven't actually seen ReZero. Well, I saw the first episode of it, but I didn't really think it seemed that interesting, so I didn't keep up with it. But, writers who go for shock ignore their previous character writing. That's fair. I actually watched, if you guys don't watch, what's their name? Overly Sarcastic Productions, they're pretty cool. I like their, like, trope talks and stuff that Red does. Yeah, see, those, like, shock moments are the kind of thing that are, like, they're kind of fun in a, like, turn your brain off kind of way, but when you actually try to, like, analyze the story in any way, it makes things fall apart really hard. I've definitely done that in, like, D&D, where I've, like, had shock moments and it was kind of cool, but I also would, like, look back on it and be like, I feel like that kind of, like, ruined the flow of the overall stuff. Yeah, Attack on Titan does a lot of, like, crazy stuff, but I feel like it was kind of built on that. Yeah. I don't know, but I think a good example of, like, what I don't like about like, the type of crazy twist stuff is like a good example that I always go back to is I read some book. I don't remember what it was even called. It was like some like kid detective book. I think it was like something Brown. I don't remember his name. Detective kid book Brown. I don't know. Encyclopedia Brown, Boy Detective. That's it. And I remember specifically reading one like case or whatever. It was like a kid detective. Well, I guess that's in the fucking title. Anyway, but it was like he was trying to figure out who did something. I don't remember what, but the solution was like I figured it out because I saw the dog lick your foot, and I knew that your foot had to have salt on it or something like that. So I knew that it had to be you. It was something like that. Basically, like it was like a really random. The point is, it was like the solution was relied on a really specific fact that like a kid reading that book wouldn't know. Yeah, but Sherlock's a good example actually of that stuff. Except Sherlock also did the thing where like they like actively like lied to the audience. Like they would put in stuff that was just like straight up a lie and not true, so they could have those gotcha moments. Sherlock was really bad about that. Like trying to be like, haha, I got you. We tricked you. Handshake. Hell yeah. I don't like Sherlock. I was dating a girl who liked that. Yeah, see, I don't mind it from time to time. I'm so sorry. I only saw a little bit of it. Because I had a girlfriend who watched it, and I was like, this is kind of dumb. I don't care. She was a Super Hulock fan. She watched all 3 of those, and I watched Supernatural up to when demons came in, like Satan and all that shit or whatever, and then I stopped. Hey, I allow queerbaiting. Thank you. We talk shit on queerbaiting here in this chat. It's queerbaiting is extraordinaire. I agree. I've seen people like discuss it. It's very interesting. What was I saying? Oh, I watched Doctor Who. I don't know exactly how long. The 11th Doctor, like sometime during his thing, I stopped watching. Anyway, I'm not really a big fan of any of those shows though. I don't know. It was alright. The special kind of garbage, so true. God. Yeah, I mean Doctor Who's fine. I think it kind of got less interesting when when the guy who did Sherlock got in charge of it. Like he really likes his like wacky, crazy out of left field twists, and I feel like it gets kind of old after a while. Like it was cool when he first jumped on, but I think it just started to get old. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I honestly liked Supernatural during the first season because it was really dumb and schlocky, but it was kind of like a wacky little like, let's go around and catch random ghosts and demons and shit. So it was kind of fun in that regard, which is why I stopped watching when like all the angel and hell stuff came in, because it by that point it had gotten too focused on like having like more of a story. Yeah, it just was dumb. Super hell. How dare you be gay? Castiel. What an ending. That show did have an ending. Also, wasn't there a bunch of weird stuff about the ending where like because they had to shoot a bunch of it where like the people weren't in like they couldn't do a lot of the scenes together, so like they barely even knew like what the plot was for certain scenes. Like I feel like I remember Dean's actor not even realizing like exactly what was happening in that last episode until after, or something like that. Also, yeah, that was wild. When that blew up, it was fucking crazy. It was a trip. Yeah, it sure was. They not only did they kill the gay, he literally went, I'm gay, dead. Super hell. I mean, he may as well be dead. That's the closest thing to like actually good for gone forever death, because like that was a show where they kept dying and coming back, so they had to invent a way for it to actually matter at that point. Anyway, like literally the second that he admitted he was gay, they just fucking killed him off though. That's fucking wild. Honestly. Like, goddamn. It's not even representation at that point. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I love, it was very 2014. Yeah. Gotta remember the golden rule. What's that? Staying true to their roots. Yeah. Fair enough. I love how, despite how like shit Homestuck really is as an overall package, it has some of the I don't know, it's definitely got more representation than most other popular media from that time, even if some of it's a little debatable. I agree, that's a big thing, is like there's a lot of movies and stuff that come out and they'll get put into other, like they'll get shown in other countries that and they'll just cut that part out. What's your revelation? Blew up due to the sheer amount of representation. I think that's exactly why it blew up. There was so many characters and they all had, yeah, like they were all over the place. All the trolls except Kanaya are canonically bisexual, and Kanaya is canonically a lesbian. They were all over the place. There was all the crazy, like, because of all the shipping stuff in Homestuck, like any troll combination was possible and basically like not that far of a stretch canonically. It was even set up so in a way so that it wasn't like weird or uncommon to have like a Kismesis and a gender binary is not even comparable. Yeah, basically. Kismesis and what's the other thing? I don't remember the heart one. It's free reign. Yeah, no, for sure. And they have like a I feel like this is probably a thing, but maybe it wasn't a big thing. I don't know. I wasn't in the Homestuck fandom. I feel like them having like gray skin was also a thing, because it's like that's not a human skin color. So I feel like that's a big thing for like, you know, because like even though Hussies tried to come out and say like, oh, the kids all have like white skin as in like actually like the color white skin, so they can be whatever. I feel like most people probably just saw them as a bunch of white kids. But the gray skin thing, I feel like was actually like a good move, even if unintentional. Time to go write a thesis. Oh my god. Do we need another Homestuck collab? Oh my god. Also, for those of you that haven't seen it, there's like 2 days ago, people started coming up with this fake character called Carcat Jr., who's like a baby Carcat that wears a sailor suit and has a big lollipop, and it's trending on Twitter And now a bunch of Homestuck fans are trying to like push it to make people think that it's a real character and like gaslight people. It's wild. it's fucking it's an interesting thing. Yeah, I mean that's just a real thing. Like there's most representation of any kind, especially back then. Was a lot easier to find, and like I think that's why a lot of internet media blew up at the time, because that was where like actual representation was. Yeah, no, the trolls were I don't know how purposeful it was on Hussy's part, but the trolls were like perfect for like just mass amounts of representation in all regards, which is why it blew up with teenagers when it came out. Just a wacky wild time, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to stop here for the night. He's the Fortnite and Cola kid? Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Fortnite und Cola. Yippee! Alright, let's go see who's streaming. There's a lot of people streaming tonight. Cool. We got Frog Watered, Converse, and Remember to Never Forget. Yeah. I will say about Homestuck, I feel like there's a lot of, at the very least in earlier, I don't know, I feel like some of the later stuff is really dumb and weird, but I think there are a lot of bits in like the earlier acts, like the first half, that have like a lot of build up where like they get revealed and you go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like it got a little too convoluted in some later parts where like I understood it and I understood how it got there, but also it was like, I don't know. I feel like when the like scope of stuff gets too big, it big reveals kind of lose a bit of their meaning. It's kind of why I hate that there's so many stories now that like do all the multiverse shit. I feel like it's just like, I don't know. It's a bit much, I think. Multiverse is ass. Yeah, it's kind of just an annoying, honestly kind of lazy trope. Like, I don't know. Are there any good multiverses? I mean, I'm sure there are, but I don't know. I feel like it's, Pokemon Dimension stuff was cool, and that's kind of the thing, is like I feel like anytime there is a good multiverse thing, it's like it's never explored. Just in general, I'd argue that like multiverse stuff is usually, it's more of like a gimmick, and it's never like really explored deeply. I feel like if you're gonna do an interesting multiverse thing, you'd have to like go really deep into it. I know a little bit about Injustice. Not a whole lot. Anyway, we are going to raid Miss Squeaks, who is doing a group Labyrinthine. I actually don't know what Labyrinthine is, but fuck it. I want to raid one of the people with less viewers on the list. I guess we could raid. Actually, you know what? Phoenix is in the collab. We're gonna raid Phoenix because they're also streaming their side and they have less viewers. Anyway. Yeah. So we will do Majora's Mask Sunday. And I will make my schedule and decide what all we're doing next week. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you. And I'll see you guys all in the next stream. Mwah.